Hello, everybody, and welcome to... That's where I'm at. I decided to, because it was time to cut the yard. And naturally, since Erica's folks are, you know, down and out still. Well, not down and out, but like neither of them are cutting grass anytime soon. I decided to do theirs too, just stay on top of it. Theirs is like weed hell, so big wheezing for the season. You know how it is, and I've got that like, and people who are asthmatic, you don't know what I'm talking about when I say this. Actually, you may not, because I'm on one of those like I'm making no sense jokes kind of nights, so that's pretty good. But like, you know when you get that deep wheeze that even like you hit your inhaler and it's like it's deep, where you're just like like you're like over here like dying. That deep-seated wheeze. I have taken the allergy medicine. I have done the nasal spray. I have done the inhaler. You know, the whole schmongle. But it was a busy day. So did that. Got some yard cuttage, which is just so fun. Everybody loves. If there's anything that I love in the United stat, it's definitely the fact that like we were obsessed with yard. So everybody out here just being like, ooh, yummy. God, look at Nightbot all fucked up. Look at Nightbot all fucked up, living in peasantry land. I'll restart this because I don't know why that. Whatever. Yes, that wheeze is terrible. Oh, I agree. Yeah, it's not quite the itch lung, but don't worry, it's getting there. I'm sure. But yeah. So that's always super. So that's how I started the day off, and I was like, oh, cool. Then I was like, all right, well. I need to go swing by the P.O. box because we had a package from Kimchi, and unfortunately it was like a perishable thing, and I couldn't get to it quite as fast as I normally would because we're down to one car. Which leads me to my next bit. We're gonna open that here in a minute. I'm excited to see what that is. But so I'm like, okay, we're gonna go do that, whatever. But before that, I was like, oh, I gotta get fucking phase 3 up. So I got phase 3 up. So for anybody who is not, if you have not subscribed to the VOD channel, there you go. It's right there. It's right there. You can go sniff. It won't be scary inside. Oh, I wasn't afraid anyway. I wasn't. As a matter of fact, if I hadn't just eaten something like 2 seconds ago, I was about to be like, I'm just gonna do it. I was like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna take a bite. I'm going right in. But I might still give it a shot here in like, you know, probably like right after stream. So who the heck is as did Oop? Who is that? Who the heck is Oop? Anyway, yeah, so I was like, all right, well, let me get like 1,000 VODs up, which again, the amount of like time and like effort of like some of these damn things is just ridiculous. Because it's so funny because like every time I'm done with like a wave, I look through. Oopie is you with fingers, but off by 1. Oh, nice. I've had people eat them older than those and survive, but as a business, I do not recommend. That's why I put a date on the package. That's fair enough. It's okay. We're gonna open that here in a minute. But yeah, so I went through and we did a big wave. I think this is 162, 163, something like that. Your sub feeds will let you know, as a matter of fact. But yeah, so it starts here. So this has Fallout 76, Let's Go Pikachu, Alan Wake. Oh god, what else? It's got one of the runs of Devil May Cry 3 and Devil May Cry 1. Majora's Mask, of course, 2018 edition. Then it was Fallout 4. Some of these are a little out of order. Well, they're out of order here, but they're not in the playlist. Katamari Reroll, Parkitect, Pokemon Ultra Moon, Dark Souls, Daughters of Ash, Cluster Truck, Kingdom Hearts 3, oh god, Grease, which was an interesting little game, Onimusha Warlords, Resident Evil 2 Remake, Resident Evil 2 Original, Star Fox 64, Sonic Adventure DX, Final Fantasy VIII Jump Force, RE2 DLC, Devil May Cry 5, Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. My god, dude. When I was making the thumbnail for Dragon's Dogma, I was like, man, I need to at some point go back and try Dragon's Dogma 2 again. Technical issues aside, I hope maybe I can get past some of the I don't know. It just felt just weird even playing it. I mean, I know that like the technical junk was definitely not helping, but I don't know. I need to try that again, I guess. Then we had Dusk, Fate Chapter 2, Lost in Vivo, Baba Is You. What else we got? We got Final Fantasy VII, Crying Is Not Enough. I could barely even remember Crying Is Not Enough. Katana Zero. Wow, that's crazy to me that like that's the Katana Zero VOD, because like that means that's how long ago that was. Outward, which was a trip. My biggest thing that I remember about Outward, and I could be misremembering this, but like I think there was somebody who left a negative Steam review on Outward, and I don't think it's there anymore, but I might talk about it actually in the VOD, but maybe not. If my memory serves me correctly, somebody was watching the stream and we made some broken ass build, and then they went and left a review talking about how like easy the game was to break or something. I don't know, and they like referenced something that happened on the stream. I can't remember what it was. It was something really weird, and it was very strange. Another Ocarina of Time run. Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, which is a trip. Thief Sim. Vendetta, Cry of the Raven, or whatever it is. Cadence of Hyrule, Contradiction. Darkened Sky, which is that Skittles game. God help me. Gato Roboto. Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. Mountain Blade Warband. God damn. Dude, when I said earlier that there was some playthroughs that distinctly like just are embedded in my brain. There are a lot of them in here. Strong Bad's cool game for attractive people. The Glass Staircase, Unearthed, Trail of Ibn Battuta. Honestly, most of the thumbnails have been pretty good, and I was making Ibn Battutas, and I literally was like, Ibn Battuta does not deserve a good thumbnail, and so what I did is I just grabbed the logo and turned it sideways and just shoved it in there. Because I was like, Ibn Battuta does not deserve a thumbnail. The greatest game of all time, Virtual Hydlide. Look at that. Do you see that shit? Look at this. God, fucking love that game. Fucking love that game. Void Bastards, which was pretty fun. I haven't posted a lot to Bisky lately, but like my brain went into a flare right as I posted this. And I was like, can we all just remember World of Final Fantasy existing, and like the fact that that game tees up a sequel. We're still getting like 50 new Kingdom Hearts games, and they're over here like, ooh, look, the objectively better Final Fantasy crossover game. And they decided, let's just keep making more Kingdom Hearts. I'm like, or you could follow up World of Final Fantasy, because I guarantee, dude, if they launched World of Final Fantasy 2, you know how like there's that weird phenomenon now where you get like a sequel, and because of the existence of like streaming and like the internet culture in general, that like people will like latch onto it and they'll be like, first game was my favorite ever, but like it says here you've never played first game, but like first game was my favorite ever and I'm playing 2 now and I'm excited. We get a lot of that, and then it would do well. Trust me, I know business. I've done it once. One time. Anyway, but no, like, I mean, I do think the World of Final Fantasy, if they did a follow-up to it, would actually do okay now. I think it would drive people to go back and play the original, which is really good. Great game. If you never played World of Final Fantasy, you should. Or you could just watch us do it. It was one of those games that caught me off guard, too, because I was like... 187, 185, 180. I like how I fucking clicked to a random part of this VOD, and it's apparently me listening to a link.
On the brink of Ectomorphia.
You have no idea how many times that's happened. Like, I mean, the amount of times that I have, like, just clicked into a VOD and it's a fucking link that I'm listening to as I'm munching on a pizza and just looking concerned. Which sounds about right. Sounds about right. We had, this was Faces of Evil. I almost wanted to denote that this was emulated CDI. This was before the remake of these came out, where that person remade them or whatever. So this is technically the original CDI version. The only difference I think that really we ran into as far as like CDI emulation was that I had to do some shit where I had to like hold down one of the face buttons to get like the cutscenes to play or something like that. I don't really remember what it was, but Wand of Gamelon's coming up. I know that. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, the entirety of the Shadowbringers MSQ when that first came out. There it is, the whole block of it. My God. Quite a lot. Mario Maker 2, Morrowind, the Cream Chronicles, which, God almighty. I haven't used a lot of custom art in these thumbnails because I'm going to be honest with y'all, this takes so long to do that like I barely even have I barely even like have time to do like just nice looking thumbnails. I'm just like, I gotta go, dude. Like I got so much shit to do. I did decide to go grab. I believe this was Pink's fucking scrunt with the stupid hat and Dagoth, or I think like turned sideways. Was this yours or was this I can't remember. I remember a couple people did some things for these, but anyway, that was my favorite. My favorite here is actually I actually like praise thumbnail because like I always like there's certain art that always gets used, I think, for praise like things. I actually like the way this one turned out pretty good because like I love the way like the environment like looks in Prey. It's like one of my favorite things about it. So that was our original run of Pre. Then here was Scrunt's Chronicle. I like how I just took the same thing and just threw it over here. Almost like he's carrying Dagoth with him. When I made this, I was just laughing at it. Probably because I was hysterical from like making like 4 million VODs. Because like my desktop, the way it looks when when I'm done with like a batch is it's like a million like logos and all this shit and like exported thumbnails, and I'm like, I hate all these like fucking thumbnails so much. This looks like this is out of order. It's not. They should be correct in the playlist. So if that's something that you want to go check out, you can go over here. As it stands right now, 2018 has 186 VODs in it. God, what a disgusting number. It's got 186 VODs in it. 2019 already has 128. Oh my god! I'm losing my fucking mind from VODs, dude. Oh my god, I'm so sick of VODs. You have no idea. Dude, you guys want some sponsorships? I just had this tab open because they've got like Greb Tap now or some shit, which is your viewers play games, earn money, and you make money. And I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean? And I looked at this and I was like, oh my god. I was like, what? Apparently if I like shill these games to y'all get to go play them and I'll... Dude, I don't even know. Do you think they call it Zenless Zone Zero because it's ZZZ and you fall asleep while playing it? Do you think they call it Warpath because... I don't even have a joke for that one. I've seen Realms of Pixel. This is one of those games that is like the ultimate lie. Like every time I see an advertisement for this fucking game, it's got a different art style. I saw one that was stealing some Final Fantasy shit. I saw one that was stealing World of Warcraft's talent trees for some reason. And not like modern, like old school WoW talent trees. I was like, okay, like it's 1912. Like this is one of those games that it's just big lies all across the board. There's this over here, where you can play Matchington Magic. You could do all of the fun things. You could do all of that. You could fucking play Star Trek Fleet Master, and you could play as Zachary Quinto Spock, but not actual Leonard Nimoy Spock. They're like, we can't use him anymore because he's dead. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. Right, so VODs, and in the queue right now, because remember, I can only upload 15 at a time, and I can only do 100 a day. I can't make fun of 100 a day though, because honestly, I'm gracious that YouTube even allows that in the first place. So, whatever. But yeah, there's a lot in here. If you want to go rewatch the Shadowbringers MSQ, I think at some point, the only thing I remember was it being great, but also I remember getting mad at myself because like, I feel like I wasn't keeping up with like the curve of folks who were like doing whatever, and I was like, I mean, I'm trying to stream this in the same. That was one of those things that like wouldn't really bother me nowadays, but it's funny to look back at things that like I would get disappointed in myself for, or like whatever, and like it's shit that just wouldn't even matter to me at all now. But as far as stuff goes that is coming up, the next wave, which is phase 4, is Untitled Goose Game, Ticket, Metal Wolf Chaos. I debated on even keeping this. There's a couple that I've just thrown to the chopping block. If it's already up here, I'll just keep it. But like, Metal Wolf Chaos was the most like worthless stream. Nothing happens in that game. This is one of those things where that game is so mediocre that like for me, there's not much to joke about because I don't think it's that bad of a game. I think it's just kind of shit, but like not the same. I don't know. It's whatever. The Link's Awakening remake, Fallout 76 Punch Dad returns, Egg is Broken Heart is too, the entirety of the WoW Classic run, which is super fun. You could actually see here. Let me talk to you about one of the pain points because this is super fun. So This happens sometimes when a VOD is too long. If it's over like 12 hours, 11 hours, sometimes it depends on the actual file size on the back end is the actual important part. I have to then, so what I have to do is I will have to go to, if I get the alert for that something is too long, which sometimes 12 hours is fine, but depending on the quality of the video and all this other stuff, that depends on how long it can be. So let's say, for example, I'm going through all these and I have a folder of all of the, this is just the chaos of this. Like, and I've had to do this so many times too, and it's just miserable. So we'll go into like, we'll pull like the Phase 5 folder over here. So this is like P5 stuff. So this is like Spooky Month 2019, Pokemon Sword Egglock, Pokemon Sword Initial Run, Faster Than Light, all that stuff. The Beast Inside, I know everybody's excited about that. So let's say, for example, that like there's an issue here. So what I have to do then is it'll say like failed to process, whatever. So I have to go over here. I have to fucking pull the goddamn VOD list again. Technically, I can go to Twitch too and do this, but sometimes this is a little bit quicker depending on how far back it is. And what I'll have to do is I then have to go here to grab whatever the thing is, and then I'll have to say, okay, let's say something was like really long or something like that. So then I have to basically pull the ID for it, go back over to the main thing here. Then I have to actually split the VOD, re-download it, so it's like mark 0 to 630, and then I have to start it at 630, re-download it, get it into 2 portions, then I have to re-upload the fucking things both together, which is why you see shit like this. You guys don't see it on your end because I renamed them by the time they get there, but like you'll get like the classic WoW Undead Rogue Part 5, and then Part 5.1,
Really nice of it.
which is the follow-up for it, whatever. So anyway, dude, it's crazy. Like the VOD adventures have just been like the most wild shit ever. But anyway, there's a whole gaggle of goosies in there. So, and remember, these are different visually than the other VODs. They have this little like kind of retro tape Sony looking thing on them, and they say BitterBits VOD Archives instead of the standard stuff, because naturally some of our standard stuff has been getting buried. But don't worry, you can always find those in the actual playlist themselves. So you can see like the Like a Dragon from last night, and then Drive Beyond Horizons. So those are pretty easy to dig out there. So if that's something that you need to actually get into. Nick should make an early 2000s style late night box set commercial for his VOD uploads. God, how would I even do it? How would I even do it? Yeah, they call it Warpath because you turn 360 degrees, walk away. How many DVD box sets do you think all the VODs would need? Well, considering that each VOD is like, you would be able to maybe fit, with proper compression. And if I did technically, okay, so technically if we're going by DVD standards, DVDs were normally in 480p. If I downloaded these at 480p and rescaled them, technically I would maybe be able to get like a VOD or two onto one DVD, again, depending on level of compression. So at the current rate with the amount I've done, which is like 300 and something, we'd probably only need like, you probably only need like 175 DVDs. Blu-ray would be substantially easier. It also depends on which generation of Blu-ray you're talking about. But Blu-ray would in fact be substantially easier. Not perfect, but whatever. In the adventure of the NAS and trying to figure out what the checksum errors were, I decided to go start combing through the hardware because the hard drives all smart test passed on long passes, so those were all good. So I started doing memory test because I was like, this RAM is old as shit. I'm like, let me see what that is. Turns out one of the sticks of RAM had actually failed, and I believe what happened was one file that copied over, the checksum didn't match because the way the TrueNAS uses ZFS for its like file structure or whatever, so it was or file system rather. I did manage to resolve that. I'm running one last scrub on it, but there was one dead stick of RAM, so I'm down from 32 gigs in that machine to 16, which is fine. So that's not a big deal. So that's going fine. That's running another ZFS scrub, which should fix those last couple errors because I got rid of the files that were corrupted and rebuilt them. Those are all good. That's all good. How many floppies? Dude, I don't know. You could do like, go look up what the average of a floppy was and then look like, I don't know, guess like, it depends on if you want them in widescreen or if you want them in 4x3, because technically the floppies would not be limited to them being in 4x3. You could theoretically put an entire widescreen VOD split across like 900 floppies. So like you could, but that's technically correct. You could technically do that. Speaking of funny things, before we open this PO box, Exertion said once your NAS is set up, setting up a new disk as a new volume should let you copy your VODs over automatically. You can do that, in fact. And so Exertion's saying if I send a Pelican case, it will survive. All right, now for those of you who missed this, the way Exertion and I communicate now is basically that one movie with Keanu Reeves where he like put his dick into a mailbox. So like, this was like weeks ago. Exertion was saying they wanted to send a hard drive that I could load all of the VODs onto, and then I could just ship it back to him. Now, if that were the case, that would be hilarious. However, realistically, the easiest thing to probably do would be for Exertion to just download Twitch Downloader and just batch queue download all the VODs before May 19th. That would probably be the safest thing to do. Or we can just fingers crossed and, hope that YouTube keeps everything together. I'm saving some things, or like important VODs, I think, like that were really whatever. I'm saving those on the NAS. I'm not gonna be able to save everything on the NAS because, as it turns out, this was more info than I thought it was. Originally I estimated it was gonna be about 7 terabytes. It's actually about, I think it's probably closer to like 13 point something, because I forgot that the file size slowly started to increase because we went from streaming at 720 to 900p to 1080p 60. So, once we transitioned to 1080 60, naturally the file size started to go up. Have you been compressing them? To my knowledge, you can't really compress video formats like that because they're already technically compressed based off the container they're put in. Like if they're like MKVs and shit like that, like they're already compressed, so you don't save like any additional space really with compression. That's how it works to my knowledge with video formats specifically, is there's not really much left to compress. Because I've tested it before, I've actually zipped or done compression on like a batch of like 5, and it basically didn't reduce it at all. And I'm assuming because, whatever. So anyway, that's been the adventures of that. So in NAS land, yeah, let me know if it works different for you, because I've tested that in the past. It didn't seem to really compress anything, and it took forever naturally because then you're batch compressing like massive files. So what else? So we got a PO box we're going to open from Kimchi, which is exciting. And again, I apologize, it took longer days to get that than normal. Again, we're down to 1 car, and it's still been a little crazy. 13 terabytes is 8.3 million floppy disk. Easy. That's easy. But yeah, so the storage, I don't know if realistically hard drives are going up in price because of, we all know why. We all know why. Shortages in some ways, and then magical other things that, again, I'm not going to go off into a tirade because, my God, I'll just get stuck on that for like hours. You know where I'm going with this. But even used like server drives are pretty expensive. So 13 terabytes just to have like sitting, I don't know if that's like really worth it. So I don't know if I'm going to keep all of them stored like that. I may just kind of cross my fingers and hope YouTube can handle it. I've never lost anything from YouTube that way, so hopefully that works. But I did say earlier, I sent Pink a message, and I said anytime somebody's thanked me for like the VOD shit, I was like, it's got me looking like this. And if you know we literally were talking about the original comic for this the other night. I was like, it's got me looking like this. Fucking Uncle Murphy looking ass. So Pink was like, you should just call this entire project Uncle Murphy. You fucking thanks, Uncle Murphy. You're the best. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, I'm dying over here, but I do appreciate it. I was like, well, at least they've got this. I'm also gonna screenshot this because this is my reaction as I was going through, because I've kind of been blindly just grabbing everything and verifying without like really doing anything else. I saw this earlier. I was backing up Spooky Month 2019, and dude, I fucking just like it's like The Beast Inside Part 1, Part 2. Yeah. It's Operation Uncle Murphy. But no, I thought about backing up like every single VOD, but like the more I think about it, I'm like, dude, that's, if I'm gonna do that with any level of parity, that's gonna be at least like because that would be at a minimum. I think if I got lucky, maybe I could get it under 12 terabytes, which means if I did that with parity, that would be that's too much money. That is just so, because I think a 12 terabyte right now is like $200 and something for a new one. And I was like, I'm not sinking like $400 and something into preserving this. I was like, I'll preserve what I can and get everything else up to poop tube. So, I was like, you know how it is. I was like, I don't know, whatever. I only have like a month until I move, so my brain's stuck somewhere between disassociate because you're overwhelmed or panic over everything. How the rest of you? Oh yeah, I'm just over here I'm not panicking over like the VOD situation and all this stuff. It's more just like the biggest pain in the ass ever. But phase 5 is pretty small to my knowledge, so that's scary. Why is that share just disconnected? That's really good. I just convinced my boss to buy me 10 20 terabyte Exos. Good. That's a lot. I was about to say, I'm assuming that's for work, because that would make sense. So I was gonna show you guys something else, but I don't remember what it was now. So phase 5 is only like 50 VODs this time. Only 50. And that actually covers going into 2020. So that's like, that has some of January 2020. Which means technically I'm sorry, not phase 5, phase 4. Once phase 4 is done, technically that means phase 5 might be the last one. If I can get through all of 2020's VODs in like one swoop, that'll be it. We'll be caught up. And anyway, it's been an adventure for sure. It has been an adventure, and that is for true. Oh. Cool. MKVs are already a pre-compressed format, I wonder. You can probably do it with like MP4s and stuff like that, but yeah, I think due to the nature of MKVs, there's no reason to compress them because they're already compressed, so you can't actually save any additional space on them. I'm glad to know that I'm not actually losing my mind on that, so that's good. But anyway, yeah, as far as slapping like an additional like 12 terabytes of storage, as fun as that sounds, even for like local media library and some other shit that I'm using, I couldn't use that space if I tried, and I really don't want to spend like $400 and something right now with the way everything is, just to be like, oh, here's all my local copies of VODs from like 50 years ago. Even though they're very important to me, it's like, if I can't like keep these somewhere on the internet, I don't really know if it's worth whatever. Like, there's some stuff I do want to keep on there, but like, yeah, I don't know. Like, just backing up like the raw of that is just, that's just crazy. And then, oh yeah, so next story. So I'm sitting here and I have Progressive for my insurance. And so on Monday, I called the dude that was been working on my claim, and I'm like, all right, y'all have had, it was like a week ago that they were like, we're processing the stuff for the uninsured motorist coverage because the guy who hit me does not have insurance. So I was like, okay, cool. So I've been very patient with this. Technically, the incident was on the 8th of April, so it's been almost a month. And it's been okay, because I was like, well, we still have another car. I was like, and, I just would prefer to have all this ironed out before I take it in, because I don't want to do this whole, like, y'all are going to reimburse me, because my deductible is apparently like $1,000 for, like, my regular stuff, but for uninsured motorist, it's $200. So I'm like, okay, $200 still sucks, but whatever. So I call on Monday to be like, hey, I just wanted to go ahead and make sure that like all those, y'all said those documents were submitted, everything's good. Am I cool to go ahead and make an appointment to go ahead and take my car in? So I can't even get the fucking app to load now. It just sits here and clocks. That's super fun. So I called and I left a message. That was what the message said. It was basically like, hey, I'm just checking to see if it's cool if I go ahead and do this, and let me know if there's any additional information. Then some lady calls me back, who is not the person who was managing my claim the entire time, and leaves me a message just saying to call her back. And as I do that, she also doesn't pick up the phone, so I leave a message for her. And then I look at the app, my claim is closed. And I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, what the fuck? So I call both of them back and I leave messages to both of them, and I'm like, it's showing now that my claim is closed. I was like, this has not been fixed. I was like, I haven't even taken this in because I was waiting on you guys for the last several weeks, because apparently Progressive was fighting with Progressive because the person who was uninsured but they thought it might be insured was under his aunt's policy, which was a Progressive policy anyway. So I'm like, okay, That's fucking weird. So they haven't called me back yet. So that's gonna be a fun conversation tomorrow to be like, why is this closed? I mean, I can't even get the fucking thing to like load up now, so that's super fun. But I'm gonna be like, hey man, why is this incident closed? Because it ain't. I'm like, because let me tell you, it ain't. I was like, it is in fact not. I was like, so there you go. And if this, dude, I hope this doesn't wind up being like crazy, because like the court date for this is like May 20 something, and I'm like, I'm not gonna make that dude's life worse than it already is, because apparently he got like a fat fucking ticket because he was driving without insurance or whatever, and then of course got into a collision. And you know, I'm just sitting over here and I'm like, great, that's awesome. I'm like, yep, this still hasn't been fixed, so I gotta deal with that tomorrow. And yeah, I mean, because I was just waiting for them to give me the okay to basically take it in. The guy was like, you can take it in now if you want, but then we'll just have to reimburse you and do that. I was like, I'm not gonna fucking do all that. I'm like, if y'all could just go ahead and finalize this shit and like get through the whatever, we can just do it that way. So that's the update on Carland. What else about? So I'm still like waiting to figure that out. That's great, because that's either gonna be big old fix that they have to do, which is gonna be just nuts, or they're gonna total it. I'm still afraid they're gonna total it, because apparently it's only like 70% of whatever the car is worth, and it's got a good bit of damage from that accident on the front and the back. So, and probably internally now. So that's fun. Not in the mood for another car payment. But yeah, so that's the gist of that. What else is going on? Vodland car. I think that was probably about it. Well, there is even if they total it, there is an option to keep it, and that's basically, in South Carolina, you can keep it. They'll basically cut you a check minus whatever the car would have gone at auction. And yeah, we're about to do PO Box. I've got it right here. I was trying to think if there's anything else I needed to ramble about. So anyway, this is actually pretty exciting. This is some bakery good from Kimchi, which they did give me a heads up on. They're like, hey, a thing's coming. And then it took me forever to get out there because stuff's just crazy, and you know, one car and all that stuff. So I was like, damn, that's on me. Normally I can get to these like much quicker, but either way, this is already way too kind. Way too kind. Oh, I think I got it upside down. All right, so first and foremost, oh my god. First and foremost, we got some. Look at them. Look at these. I like how they're Hello Kitty and Friends ducks. I like how they were just like, you know what Hello Kitty needs? They need ducks, which these are beautiful. These are beautiful. Absolutely fantastic. Oh man. These were not baked good. These are, I mean, there are. It's pretty exciting. I'm pretty hyped about Hello Kitty and Friends duck. So we'll roll these out once I get the duck stuff set back up, because I'm currently getting everything set back up with all the filters and all that junk. And no, I'm not. I don't know yet. I don't know one thing. Oh, they were supposed to be on the bottom for the horror effect. Oh, okay. Well, I opened it up to what appeared to be the top, but I guess what's wrong? I don't know yet. Oh yeah, I'll show you in a sec. Sorry, Erica was like, what's going on? I think it is. Just okay. You did, yeah. Erica took this. Erica's like, she's got like this. She's awesome at. That is true. All right, well, let me flip this, I guess, because I hope they didn't fall off and roll around. I think everything's good. Hang on. All right. So this is, I do see now that it was upside down. So there was a note that was supposed to be on top. All right. And look at this. Handwritten note. One of my favorites. Hello again, Bitter Man. I had intended to send you cookies for weeks now, but life is torturous, so enjoy the seasonally inappropriate container. Also, Happy New Year, birthday, party, anniversary, candies, remaster, whatever this is. The napkins are for you to wipe your hog and the tears from your eyes when you witness the creatures contained within this box. As always, oh, I get it. The jump scare, perfect. As always, thank you for always put on a show, even when everything always seems to be against you always. Much love, Kimchi. Always, which is fantastic. And there is some, God. God. I mean, like, you know, this is one of those things that's like, it exists. And like, of course it does, right? Like, of course it does. Why wouldn't it? You know, like, but it's like a reminder. It's like a reminder as it's there that it exists. And then we've got the seasonally appropriate. Erica's gonna have a fit when she sees the little cat container. She's gonna have an absolute fit. Made eye contact with Sonic when you gotta do that. You gotta look at Sonic. But thank you for the awesome handwritten note, Kimchi. And then we got the jump scare ducks over here, which is just great, just fantastic. And then we got the oh, nice. Can I actually, like, so this is so these are, because this is the thing that you're because you said this is like your company, right? So this is the Drooling Demon, always vegan, which is this right here. Look at that. Sonic's doing a collab with Igloo. We do like a little pop. Oh, nice. That's awesome. So the this looks fantastic. I can't wait to actually try these. I'm still gonna give them a shot, because I know you were like, well, they may not be. I was like, I'm still going for it. I'll probably do it off stream since I just ate a minute ago. But like, I'm excited to. I mean, I'm super excited to see this. Because that sounds fantastic. Well, this is amazing. Thank you so. Oh shit! Hang on a second. Oh my god. I didn't even know these were in here, and now it's hilarious. It's even funnier that how is there so much like hidden stuff? Oh, it's because it's in a baggie. All right, I got it. Oh, I'm going for it, Kimchi. I mean, what's the worst thing's gonna happen? Look, I got colitis. I'm used to getting like whatever. So like, if I fuck up and it's been a little bit too long, well, I'll be all right. I'm hanging in there. They'll probably still taste great. I'll just die a little bit, which is fine. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. So we got these, which are also incredible. How did you do the? God Almighty. God Almighty. Hey, just wonder if you got your photos printed.
Bogos Binted?
I honestly forgot about the Bogos Binted. Oh, I know they're bracelets, and this one was for Erica, which I like how she left. And now she's on the phone. Anyway, this one's for Erica, which is a bunch of Taylor Swift songs. Look at that. Look at all those. That's super neat. Oh, she's gonna have a fit. I'm a holler to have her come in here whenever she that. Kimchi, this is fantastic. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. This is so sweet. It's very, very kind. I'm excited. I am super excited to try the cookies. I can't wait for Erica's react. Honestly, to this and the container alone, she's gonna crack up. You totally Googled that? Oh. Wait, the Bogos Binted dude? How did he end up? Oh, that would make sense actually, because I guess he maybe like was on like Twitter or something at some point. I don't even know where I would have put that. Oh my god, the Bogos Binted. This is super exciting. Thank you so much for doing this. Seriously, like this is great. That's just incredible. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for doing. As soon as she gets off the phone, I'm gonna show her the little bracelets. We actually had some too that she made during the Sonic Subathon that I was supposed to send out, but of course, since everything was crazy, in Discord, that makes sense. It was crazy we never got to, but she had like little Sonic themed ones and stuff like that, which were really cool. But can't wait to, is it bad that when I hear "wipe your hog," I just consider myself a hog? So it's just like wiping the sweat off your brow because you've just become. Once you become Sonic, Oh, you Googled the Taylor Swift stuff. Okay, that makes more sense because that would be far more Googleable. Far more Googleable than Bogos Binted Bitter Bits Alien, which doesn't exist because I don't think we put it anywhere. And of course, we have these ducks as well. So I'm gonna have to, as soon as she's off the phone, whenever that may be, I'm gonna, wait a minute, hang on. There was another thing in here. How many things are, like, what? I'm jump scared by, like, how much stuff just keeps, like, falling out of here. Because there's also a little, like, weed demon. There's also this little weed demon, man. Little weed demon. Yep, the alerts are still in Times New Roman. My life is insane. I'm gonna slide him back in here because I like him being hidden. it is me, but weed. God, this is crazy. Kimchi, this is nuts. Thank you so much. Actually, this is awesome. So I'm gonna make sure to set this. I'm gonna set this off to the side so she can take a look at it because she's gonna love little bracelets and the things and stuff. And I'm still gonna try the cookies because I know it took a minute to get them, but I'm pumped. I'm pumped, so I'm doing it. Is that a weed? It sure was a weed. Gotta reset weed. Oh, don't worry, I reset weed, man. But y'all give a bunch of love to Kimchi. Thank you so much for sending stuff, and of course, awesome handwritten letter, which I keep all of these. Look, I may not be able to keep every VOD stored on a NAS, but I'll tell you what, I damn sure have a binder that has every fucking physical letter ever sent to me. That includes stuff like Kimchi's letter here, the ransom note that Exertion sent, all kinds of cool stuff. Oh, I even have stuff in there from folks who are no longer with us, which is really cool. No, it's awesome. Thank you so much, Kimchi. If anybody ever gets a wild hair to send something to P.O. Box, we still got it. It's still kicking. Let's just bang P.O. Box in chat. It was actually nice to see them because I don't go out there quite as much. It's all mainly just because I haven't had a car lately, so can't just zippity bippity on up there quite as easy. It was Boner Clown, man. What a horrifying endeavor. Creamer fan art on notebook paper. That exists, right? Don't I have that? I have to go look. God, see the fucking wheezing. I'm gonna stuck some gummies in there for Erica, but oh, that's true. You gotta be super careful with that because they'll be like, this is marijuana. But don't worry, you can shove like a gigantic bottle of alcohol. You could shove a bottle of alcohol in the mail as long as it's like labeled correctly, and like some kid could just drink that and die. But you know what? Worry about the gummy. Let's worry about that. You know, that's the scary part, right? They're like, ooh, let me just send this like fucking turbo flammable alcohol. They're like, yeah, that's good. It's like, what about a weed? They're like, no. Jesus said the weed's illegal. Jesus says the weed's illegal. Oh, but anyway, thank you so much, Kimchi. That was awesome. That is very exciting. Sorry it took me a few extra days to get it. That is true. Yeah, I guess you do have to have the license to shop alcohol. You know, people probably be sneaking that shit. I wonder how many people have gotten caught with that. Probably a lot. That might be why I'm confused. Maybe if you do like if it's like a purchase from like a large whatever, you could do it. I have no idea. No idea. No clue. But I can't wait to show her that. She's gonna love that. Where's my brain? Probably somewhere in the trash. I always leave it there. But no, seriously, y'all make sure you give some Kimchi some love. I see some people doing. Make sure you give them some love in chat. Thank you for being awesome. So the cookie thing, when you say you have a pop-up, so like that is like in this context, like that's like your bakery thing that you're doing, right? That's the name of it and everything. But that's super cool. That's awesome. Pretty fucking rad. I watched my local UPS store turn down a guy. We cannot ship this, sir. I thought you said I cannot ship air, and I'm like, well, you could, I guess. You could ship like a thing. Just make sure it's tight and probably in fucking Mylar. Dude, I wish I could partake in the gummy, but that shit unfortunately just, oh man, the anxiety. Maybe one of these days, once it's legal, I can try like different strains and stuff like Boner Clown and see if like that makes me not as stressed out. Every form of the weedawana from the Delta 8, Delta 9, just straight up, just fucking weed brownie land, all that stuff, so. You could also do that, I guess. That would make sense. Farts are shitted air. But seriously, thank you again. That was so sweet. Everything in there is just awesome. We've had some of the coolest like PO packages over the years, man. Y'all are the bomb. Thank you for being awesome. Best community on Twitch. I still stand by that. Pretty easy to stand by it because everybody's pretty fucking awesome. So very, very simple. Simply awesome is what I'm saying. And then we had, hang on a second, we had Quasar after Exertion's 56 months, where Exertion was saying they're still going to send a Pelican case 58 terabyte to stuff everything in. Which again, I don't know if that's the most practical thing. I could send you instructions on how to do Twitch Downloader. but it's not that difficult in the first place. Very cool, Mr. Stream Man. Very cool community. I didn't do it. Y'all did it. I think it had shit to do with me. Y'all the ones who showed up. Called us simple? Simply awesome. Well, you could be like simple like the plan. They still around or they dead? They're probably dead. They're probably dead. Then Quasar said the last month's been rough. At least art and comms projects are shaping up well enough. That's good to hear. Thank you, Quasar, for the 87 months. Then we had Jigakuro with the $2. Dude, Stream Elements, like, ground control application is just straight up fucking, like, software gore at this point. Just straight up. Okay, so the Jigakuro said the Cars alternate universe getting wild. Sedan's hiding place. God, you get it? Sedan's fucking hiding place. Seeing this, honestly, just like my first words that came to my head when I saw this, like all these images, was just like the throwback to Saddam Hussein's like fucking murder football field or whatever it was, and I'm like, what a horrific thing all of that was. And I remember like learning about that when I was younger on like fucking some dude's network. They're just like, here's the football field where Saddam Hussein murders people. It's like, all right. No, it's Saddam Hussein. Oh, Saddam Hussein. You're just tired. Yeah, I'm pretty tired too, actually. Oh, cleanse eye with Animu. Hang on, we're oh. This is some good shit, Ra. I'm glad to see that this is going well. Look at that. Look at that dang old cat. And Peanut just hanging out. Just a whole bunch of flopnoplin hanging out. The little cat is so small. Then again, I'm just used to fucking Finn and Kale. Okay, after testing, the best way I found to save space with video files is data deduplication. Keeps duplicate data types from taking up disk space and just building indexes for the data. 2, use FFmpeg to convert the video to a more lossy format. Sure can do that. Or 3, delete it. 3 is going to be the option for a lot of mine, because, like, I mean, it's just so much shit. I just can't fucking keep up with it. It's really good, Sergeant. That's awesome. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's really good to hear. Exposed. Oh, was there knee? Oh shit. Ah shit. Okay, we're good. Sorry, I had to make sure that thing on the NAS wasn't just breaking. The Void Beast. The Void Beast. So what's everybody else up to? What's been y'all's craziness? Type your words out, and I'll be right back. Oh. Housework, Final Fantasy 14. That's been about it. What if it was housework in Final Fandango 14? You spilled ramen broth all over some books on the floor. Damn. Were they super important books? New Genshin character about to farm boss mats with a friend? I don't know what any of that means. I know what new Genshin character means. Does that mean like it's time to pull? Is it time to like gacha machine broke? Understandable, have a nice day type situation. They were gifts, they're drying now. Well, I'm glad you're able to get them going. You know, when I made the joke earlier about replacing E's with I's, I'm actually surprised that lasted as long as it did, which was more than like 13 seconds. Done nothing for the last 2 days because my body finally crashed the fuck out. Crashing out, crashing out, crashing out. That's good. Like all this wheeze from the grass cutting and everything like that I've got, I'm probably gonna have the crash out by tomorrow. I'll be just dead. I'll be just dead. Thank you, by the way, Jacob Kuro, for the $2. Oh, I actually had the little thingy over here. Let me see if this is like completely broken. Brought these back over. We're gonna find out if oh, they're large. That's okay, I guess. I can deal with that. I can deal with that. They are in fact large. Question is, are they in charge? Probably not. Probably not. I'm gonna end up redoing those anyway, but I feel like for right now they're probably fine. They're probably fine. We're just gonna copy pasta it again over here. Where are they even over there? They're even over here. Oh yeah, I like that. That's just Mondo. That's good. Yeah, just wrap it. Yeah, wrap it around that. That's nice. That's good. That's good stuff. What this stream's all about? Be like, oh, you know, numbers. Anyway, I can slap these over. Yeah, these are getting fucking changed. They're getting changed anyway, so I just put them back up for now. Put them back up for now. Hopefully, I don't run out of motivation to do that. I won't run out of motivation. Trying to decide what to do with my newly upgraded closet rack. Building it and sourcing the parts is easy. Deciding what to do with it is the hardest part. I'm using 4 of the 128 cores and 8 gigs of the 512 gigs of RAM on a seed box for Internet Archive. I'm proud of you. If it's, I mean, hang on a second. I mean, what's a seed box? I would never know what that is. You know, after 15,000 years, you would think that Kombucha would know when I'm being like a sarcastic shit. You would think. Also, seed boxes are completely legal. They're not. It's not that. Just, I mean, you know, nothing nefarious has to be going on there. No, Dustin 100% lives in hard drive stacks, and that's okay. Somebody's got to fucking do it. All right, so we're gonna get back into your console. And last night, what we did was we were back in Ijincho with Kiryu this time. So we've been sputzing around there doing stuff. Which I think last night I said if I was gonna move forward, I definitely needed to like go and pick up like either new weapons or something. I don't know. Dustin has uploaded his consciousness to a server like the president in Fallout. Oh, there you go. That's true. Yeah, it's for spreading seeds like a sperm bank. Spreading seeds like a sperm bank. Holy shit! What a world! What a world! I'm mainly putting the little event tracker back up just for my own sake because I can like actually say like, oh hey, we've had like 2 subs tonight, we've had like this night, we've had this night. Because the other night I was like, something's happened tonight. I was like, I don't know what it is, but something certainly happened. It's like something's certainly going on. I wonder how many terabytes or petabytes the child that died conscious got upload. I wonder how much that would take. Probably like 7. Because I'm sure like the human brain's what, like at least like 14 gigs? Probably less. Probably less at this point. Speaking of, I need to, I guess I probably need to like upgrade the combat sword thing that we're using, even though I don't remember that being the thing that we had equipped before, but I guess I did. I guess I did. All right, so what we're gonna do is we run around getting like all these like memories and stuff for Kiryu, which is a whole thing. But I think it's probably best to maybe go do a little upgrade of the weapon land for Kiryu as far as the stab stick goes. And then hopefully finding a new weapon for Nanba at some point, which would be good, because they're definitely... That two-star thing is lagging behind pretty bad. Also, to my knowledge, there's like nowhere to go to... I don't know if there's actually anywhere to go to... I wonder the plasma... Nah, that's not gonna be better. And apparently none of that stuff is anything that I need anyway, so whatever. Yeah, because we can't do the, there is no, like, well, I guess we could do one of these over here. There's also the Phantom Great Axe, but for most of these, we're gonna need to find, like, a place to purchase, like, the Ice Axe or whatever, which, I mean, even something like this is, like, since it's just a 3-star, is, like, already substantially better. The other thing I needed to do was... For our brain, that's it? Dang. Easy. Easy. There's the dance equipment. Oh, hey, they sell the Great Axe. It's only 3.5 million. Or do they actually have, like, other stuff there? I would assume they probably do. I didn't upgrade Kiryu's thing. That was the whole thing. Go memorize all of Wikipedia. Epic with 110 months. That's a lot of months. It's way too many months. Thank you, Epic. That was very sweet of you. Hope you're doing all right. Welcome back aboard the bus. Thank you for keeping this show alive. We pre-escalate it. Many time pre-escalate. Thanking for do. Thank you for doing it, do. Just upgrading this to like 10. Oh yeah, that's a good point. I didn't even think about that we can't even get to Dondoko from here. Damn. Let me do the, I guess for this, I guess we can do the increased chance to paralyze. Did I just thank the sound to break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar? Maybe. I don't know. But thank you again, Epic. I do appreciate it. Thank you, Jigakuro, for the $7. Uh-oh. What is this? What is this? Found Ichiban's car. I just love financial mistake. Poor now. I gotta say though, man, the color of that is fantastic. So good for them for making that financial mistake, because at least that's a financial mistake that I'd look at and be like, damn, that looks good. But because they could have been like about to make a financial mistake and then buy like a fucking, I don't know, Cybertruck or something, and then I'd be like, oh dang, that sucks. Dang, that sucks, man. That sucks. What are you gonna do about it? You ain't gotta sell it because you're just a bitch. All right, let me go take a look at the Dance Academy over here and go see what I can find. Always welcome. My 55-hour work weeks be special kind of draining. That is how it do, but I'm glad you're hanging in there, and it's good to see you. Very good to see you. Very good to see you. Hope the job has been going well. Hey, zombie. Oh, time to reminisce about memories of jumping in the water. There sure are a lot of bridges. Whenever I see a bridge, I think about throwing somebody off. I can't think of the countless times I'd ever throw somebody off one. Oh my god. Dude, there is so much river trash, though. We gotta do something about that. I have finished murdering boss with friend and upgrade mats for new. Is that it? Is that like normal? I thought you said that like just came out. What? How many times you gotta do this though? Oh, you have strange taste. What are you doing here? Oh my god, dude, the tribal axe is like so much better. That's so much better on its own. Also, the pineapple maracas seem to be pretty good too, but I'm gonna grab the tribal axe actually, because that is a massive, that's a massive upgrade. It doesn't have the poison property, but I'm pretty sure there was an upgrade with it, right? Like we just needed. Oh no, I think that was a different one. Because I'm thinking like the ice axe thing or whatever. Did you know that if you use the evaluation version of Windows Server after the evaluation is up, it will shut itself off. But if you convert it to non-evaluation generic volume license, it won't shut itself off, even if you cannot hit a key server. Useful trick. Damn, Dustin over here like, y'all ready to pirate?
What's this?
Who taught you that one, Dustin? Archive.org? Shout out to archive.org even existing in the first place. And for being like, you know, one of the few bastions of like preservation of stuff. Sorry if my recommendation on Discord came off as overbearing. I've just been way too goddamn into Expedition 33. Why's everybody been worried about like the... I feel like we've had folks who have been like worried about... Y'all are free to be like excited about stuff and like post it. Like I'm never gonna go over there and be like, oh my god, these fucking people being excited about something. I'm never gonna do that. Now, maybe if somebody was like posting the same thing like every day, I'd be like, guys, what is happening? But that is not happening. I don't think that's ever happened. So that is totally cool. I'm glad you're excited. Dude, what the fuck? I like how Kiryu can't rest at this camp because he technically was never part of the homeless camp. Now I'm just upset. That's been a trick since you were an IT baby. That's an even better reason to put it on archive.org, because that's like, that means you're archiving the old strats.
Allow me. Let's do it. Out of my sight.
That is true. That would be stolen valor. That's a good point. I'm really liking the usage of stolen valor in reference to homelessness too. Dude, I completely forgot. I completely forgot about them building like the fucking homeless castle over here.
Ah, that takes me back.
I like how Kiryu's like, oh yeah, here's some thing that may or may not have ever happened. It's like, yeah, that's really cool. I'm glad at this point he's just like, I don't know if this actually happened ever. Oh well. Here we are. You know, I specifically went over there to get like more apparel, and then I realized that like I didn't even do that part. That's what I'm saying. He's like, ah, that takes me back. Here's my hallucination. Ah, yes, I remember having a fever dream about this. Can't say I really remember any of my fever dreams, so there you go.
I remember this.
I do appreciate the little dialogue at the end of all these. It's like, I remember this. Like, okay, God, I hope so. God, I hope. Damn, man. Like, you just got a little cancer. You don't have any of the brain death. I'll let you know when you get the brain death, because that's what I got. And if I pick up one more goddamn paper plate, dude. What if it just ignore what he's actually saying on the screen? And it's just like, this is when I was a small weird baby on the beach. I replaced my tattoo with this weird ass print on a shirt. And I remember I got sand all in the car and fucking dad was mad. The end. Ah, why'd that do that? Move back on in there.
Feels like just yesterday.
It might have been, dude. That might have been when you were transformed into a baby and put into a clothing shop on the beach or something.
I'm fine.
Where are the clothings? Okay, so we. Dude, this shit's spency, man. Well, I knew this was gonna be spency, but like. Oh wait. There's another memory over here. This might have been when he was also a baby on the beach.
Ah, that takes me back.
I'm surprised he hasn't just like put on his old outfit at this. That will probably happen at some point, or it won't. I don't fucking know. I don't know how video games work. I've never played one before. How would I know? Wait, this is a turbo gang? No, it's not. Thought it was. Thought it was for a second. He's going down memory lane because he got the cancer. Here you go, drunk man. Enjoy your gas grenade. Enjoy your chemical poisoning. Yeah, we're already hitting like substantially harder than we were because it was looking pretty rough there for a minute.
Let's do it.
No, there's no callbacks here.
Here's follow-up.
Damn, dude. You know, honestly, that's not that expensive considering that was what, like, how much did we get for that? Just that one shit fight, what, 2,500 or whatever? Yeah, the money scaling stuff doesn't seem to be too bad. There really haven't been like instances where we've just been like super out of money constantly, other than maybe when we were doing the schooling. Can't say I have the greatest memory of highways though. I'm just convinced that like at some point, like if y'all told me that like Kiryu at some point like suplexed a fucking like 18-wheeler, I'd be like, yeah, I believe it. I'd be like, yeah, sure. But like Nick, in Yakuza 28, Kiryu suplexes an entire 100% 18-wheeler.
I bet you'd make a good teacher.
Really?
You'd have a delinquent student who'd end up kidnapped. You'd find the warehouse he was held in, kick ass to rescue him. Oh yeah, that's you to a T.
So what you really mean is I'd make a good teacher in a teen drama. Things are going well.
God, I got that fucking deep wheeze,
Our bond's
dude.
getting deeper.
Damn, dude, look at all that sweet bingo. All right, we got another memory thing over there, which is squished, whatever. We should probably just go grab that before I ignored it for like 16 months. So Nanba's got good advice. Remember, there was that time he was what? You can't just be Massacre Mascot. Wow, you know, honestly,
Let's do it.
after playing like Promise Mascot and then looking at that guy, I'm just like, damn, dude.
This what you like.
What a good game.
Wanna play, dearly?
Well, we could do the blind, or we could just like go right after this guy. Oh, that wasn't even Massacre Mascot. That was the wrong dude.
Here we go. Nothing personal.
Nothing hurt. Just all those. That felt really good. That's okay. That was mainly for the bleed, so fuck it.
Damn big whiff, you idiot.
It's my turn.
This is a little concerning though, because those dudes hit like a truck. Even.
Damn, he gonna get you on the heckle. Oh my god, why do they keep just enraging
Kiryu? Like, what a terrible idea. It's the worst idea ever. They're like, please come kill me. That is what I would like very much. Thank you, sir.
All good.
You want to know another fun fact about containers like that, Dustin? The whole reason that I actually record in MKV instead of MP4 is because if there is a critical failure and the application that's doing the recording, i.e. OBS, fails, MKV will actually just close and it will basically end the file as soon as the crash happens, and the file will be preserved, whereas MP4 will basically just corrupt itself and you'll lose like all your shit.
Got no choice.
So that is actually why I record everything in MKV and not MP4, because if OBS ever decides to crash, then I'm just fucked. As far as the recording goes.
Might as well.
And MKV will actually preserve it. Because they can smell the weakness on him? Okay, so you're telling me that they smell the cancer on Kiryu. That's where we're at right now. Those are the words that have happened right now.
Dude, don't summon more. What is this fucking fight, man?
God. Maybe we can get lucky on the charm with this dude. But he's also level 33. He's pretty chunked up. Well, too bad I screwed up on that anyway.
That's the point of it all.
And Nanba has been silenced for like an hour, so that's really good.
I won't hold back.
I think we can do old trippy rippy flippy.
Ready for the knockout?
Really wish I would stop missing those. Those are so hard to hit for me.
I don't think I can do this.
Oh god, I'm bleeding.
I've got to stop just taking those raw hits. That shit sucks.
It's the worst.
Oh god, now she's silenced too.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god.
This will help.
Back in the game. Okay.
Something wrong?
What should I do here?
What's this?
Oh, I didn't mean to use Ancient Panacea, but oops. Meant to do the regen thing, but I fucked up. That might kill me, actually. Barely blocked it.
Let's do it.
I need to stop walking into these situations with just like super high level turbo bullshit. And by super high level, I mean like reasonably chunky. They're 2 levels above us, so
Not at all.
that's enough. That's enough to put a hurting on.
No begging for mercy now.
All right, well at least Nanba can actually like hit again. That's good. So Mask of Fertility was the one that we needed, or could use rather.
Have fun.
I guess we'll just use Fire Breaking here just to try to get some like AoE damage out, because there's just so much crap everywhere.
I can do this. This will be
Boy, I
tough.
love that silence. It's so good. Oh man,
That's so great. Damn, I thought that would kill him.
Got no choice.
You probably do. Oh, you know what? Actually, the dance kick thing might be enough to. Well, it normally hits a little bit harder than that, I guess. Oh yeah, Kiryu's probably gonna go down here because that's 3 that are probably going to attack. Shockingly, they didn't. I can't believe it. Hit him with the power slumber.
Watch this.
I think he can only actually target. Yeah, he can only do himself with that one. Damn.
Oh, this is the worst. I feel so heavy.
She doesn't have any as far as that goes. Should probably throw another healing item out over there. Just to do.
Here.
Thanks.
So it could be Bananba. Oh, there you go. That'd be perfect.
What's the holdup? Follow my lead.
Become the Bananba. Probably trippy rippy flippy on these dudes too, and maybe pull them in and get some good. Honestly, that might have been the way to go initially anyway, just because it's got such a big ass area on it. I don't even think these dudes are like particularly powerful either. I think they're just slightly higher levels. They just end up being a huge pain in the ass. Could use that. Let me just fire spin and hopefully kill this dude. Nope, not quite. Hey, she's finally not silent. It's been like 15 years.
In for the kill. Got you now.
Gas grenade is stronger than I thought it was too. I didn't realize it did that much damage on top of the.
I don't think I can do this.
Not out yet.
I'm just gonna wing it and we're gonna go for trippy rippy flippies. Ooh, that may not be a good idea. It might be actually better to do.
Nothing personal.
Watch this one dude. I fucking knew it, dude. If I hadn't perfect guarded that, that would have been it. That would have been so annoying. It's like, all right, cool, we made it all the way here, and he's dead. Like, all right, great.
Here you go.
Let me just heal him just to be safe. Oh,
Oh, this is the worst. This will be tough.
volcano.
I won't hold back.
We actually haven't. I don't think I've made it to Legend of Dragoon yet in the VODs.
Ready for the knockout.
When did we do that? Was that 2020? Was Goon not as like long ago as I thought it was?
Did you really think you'd win?
Oh, hey, we got a doll. Whoa, dude, we just got a fucking 5-star weapon
Learning
from
more
that.
every day.
Jesus.
Doing better than
Hell
I thought.
yeah. Moving up in the world.
I guess that was a relatively unique
We
encounter.
should relish this moment.
Now it's a stereotypical
I remember
delinquent.
this.
Oh man, same. There's all kinds of crap over here too. There's also the
Remember, stretching's important. Never pass a school without thinking back to being a student.
What was your favorite subject?
It wasn't much for any of them. But I guess I enjoyed science. I liked the liquid nitrogen experiments. You know, freezing bananas.
Right. Did you try to hammer a nail into yours too?
I did. Whole thing shattered on me. And then it started to melt, so it smelled like banana all day.
Well, I guess
There
it
are-
left a
wow.
lasting impression.
I like how y'all
All
over here
right.
talking about Bananba, and this man literally tells a story about smelling like banana all
I've really
day.
gotten to know them.
That's a little scary actually. Do you think video game was listened to you?
What kind of
Ooh.
music are you into, Sonny?
Maybe
I don't
maybe
stick
it
to a
was.
single
Maybe a
genre,
video
so
game
I'm
listened
into
to
all
you.
kinds of things, even oldies. I've been into Pure Love and Kamurocho lately.
I'm a fan of that one too. How about a duet sometime?
A duet with you, Kiryu-san.
No duets.
That'd be amazing. Wait till I start voice lessons first.
Wait, it's not like I'm asking you to debut as a singer. You really are a perfectionist, aren't you?
Well, yeah, let's just go with that.
Things are going well.
Oh, was that not bongo? Oh, I guess it wasn't. The sweetness of the cake balances out the bitterness of the coffee. I thought Kiryu was about to be like,
That's Nostalgia.
This shortcake and this coffee reminds me of this time I flew a helicopter into a building.
Be like, what the fuck are we talking about? What is going on? Be like,
Oh, you know that was Yakuza 900. Like, oh, okay. Damn. Thanks, man.
Forgot to look before I crossed. I need to be more careful.
Is that more baseball clowns? Y'all, I'm just trying to reminisce. Don't touch me.
Think I'll enjoy this.
Oh my god.
Have fun with this.
Oh, we almost got all of
Do
them.
it.
Follow my lead.
I wonder why Baseball Man is weak to knife.
That all?
Yeah.
Something wrong? And that's the end of it.
Mother, can I please go play soccer ball? Oh, you broke your promise to me other day, child. You don't get to play the soccer ball.
This reminds me of when I was a baby. And mother did not allow me to play soccer ball. Hate you, mother.
This brings back memories.
Did I check the dolphin bag? I didn't because we can't use it anyway because I don't think we have a... Oh, nice. Kiryu's perfect guard has been enhanced in Brawler. Performing a perfect guard against an enemy's melee attack will trigger a counter. You know, I was going to ask at some point if there was anybody who actually got like a decent like counter set, but I guess there we go. There we go. What were we checking? Oh, the bag? Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what job uses that. Using his default class is the only option. Only option for counters, or are you saying like only option period? I mean, like, yeah, I'd imagine his default's probably gonna end up being really good. Anyway, it already is, but it seems like it's a good idea to level up some of the other ones too, just to get some of the little bonusy skills and stuff like that. This is where I watched my parents die, Parappa.
Feels like just yesterday.
Now, when he says hitting a homer, what he means is actually hitting someone in the head with a bat. That's what he means. In case anybody was curious as to what those the hidden meaning there. We got flowers to go. We got La Chatte Blanche. We should probably go and buy some of those armor things, considering that I have said I was going to do that like 50 times. I'm going to do that. I don't even know why I did that there. That was stupid. Yeah, I still love that little emote of the cat getting the medal. He's like, yeah, look at me. Oh, I remember when we came here with Kasuga, and there was the whole thing going on. They masqueraded as like, you know, like weird healthcare workers or whatever, and killed some people in there or some shit. Yeah, just stuff happened. There were things. There were definitely things happening. Hey, Blindside, thank you for the 93 months. Welcome back aboard the bus. God damn, dude, the people in Chinatown are insanely strong too. Oh. I like to imagine that one of those little trucks is just gonna have like Pinky in the back of it, just bleeding everywhere.
Good warm-up.
I vaguely remember where this story. I think it's like upstairs. That sounds about right. Oh yeah, because this is where they sell like the purses and all that stuff. Oh yeah, it's like the handbag shop. Well, you get this sweet silver bracelet. That's got some big fat magic attack on it. Honestly, like 2 of those would probably be pretty crazy.
Holy shit, them pointy shoes.
I'm gonna get 2 for Nanba. Not you. Stack that. Oh yeah, we're the guy to the legal crime. That's right. Yeah, I remember that now. Remember that man out here legal criminally. Dude, poor Nightbot is struggling. I should either at some point request one of our permanent subs go to Nightbot, or we should... I know people like to use the emote commands though instead of posting them. Probably be good though to prevent people from having to sub Nightbot. All that stuff. These guys are probably insanely strong up here at the park too. It's pretty good. I do like me some unsub Nightbot. Let the bot decide. I like let the bot decide. Don't worry, I'm sure the bot's gonna be deciding anything for us soon. Many time it decide. Fish.
Ah, that takes me back.
Who among ye children is excited for fish? Okay, this area is extremely dangerous. I don't know what I'm doing up here. We should probably go back to places that are not nearly as dangerous, which, you know, is some of which is down here. Where's the other, God, there's like way less, like apparel stores than I remember there being. But I guess some of the, like, weapon... Yeah, because they all do, like, a mixture of stuff, I think. So, did we ever go to the... We went to the dance store, right? Yeah, we did. We've been to Love Magic. I wonder how good the dancing saber is. I don't know if we've actually been... Time to die to a pink mob. So Nam, you actually missed that. It's an extremely long hat that Ivan sent me that's just got that printed on the fucking bill. I've got it over there. I need to move a bunch of shit though, and I've got so much stuff piled up over there in that closet right now. I gotta go, because I'm still trying to like organize in here at some point, you know. One of these days. One of these days. Oh, one of these days.
Let's do it. Try to block this.
And that's how when you give the boys the gas grenade. They're loving it. I never thought that guy's name was Gut Stripper, and I was like, that's an interesting name.
Nothing personal.
Yeah, it does feel like though once we get like a few like levels of different stuff, it's just a good idea to probably switch back over to Dragon of Dojima, especially once you get enough of those like perk things in, because holy shit, some of those seem like they're insanely good. Okay, the bolt needles are probably not... Is that it? Is that what she's actually using? Yeah, I guess those aren't like upgrades at all. Who the hell just uses the gun? Is that outlaw or whatever the hell that is? I should probably buy the dancing saber just to... Oh, that's not even a job we have unlocked yet. Wow. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought needles were like her default weapon, but I thought that maybe we'd see like a... Well, I guess that depends on whether or not... Whatever, dude. I think we've got enough. I'm gonna go do stuff. Like I'm gonna be here forever. Oh, that's the XP place over there too, which means I should probably grab that before I hit the main objective. Revolver Ocelot, Revolver Ocelot, Revolver Ocelot. I've had this wild hair to play like Metal Gear again lately, and I know that's like I don't know what it's been with me lately, but I'm just like, what is like every game that like we've either done before or like would be some nice like stream poison? I don't know what's been up with me lately. I'm just like, oh yeah, dude, let's do that. Like, yeah, let's do that one. That'd be good.
Thanks for that. That was
That
great.
was certainly food.
But like, you in the mood for another long ass RPG? But apparently we got away with it when we did like Final Fantasy VIII, Final Fantasy VII, and World of Final Fantasy, and all this other shit like all stacked on top of each other. So I mean, we've done it. It has certainly happened in the past. I'm looking forward to unlocking Chef for Nanba again. That way I can just, you know... Oh, we can probably beat these dudes now. Maybe. They might still whoop the buttocks. We can also pound mate.
Think I'll enjoy this. It's my turn. In for the kill.
Get him on that gas grenade. No! Fucked up.
Yeah.
What's the holdup?
Now
Watch this. Behold, a melody.
Here we go. Ready for the knockout?
Is that... Wow, that didn't actually... Oh, no, it did bleed one of them. Okay. Yeah, getting like the debuffs stacked up on these guys has definitely been beneficial.
I'll take you on.
Okay.
What can we do here?
Have fun with
I'm
this.
just kind of leaving those dudes over there paralyzed and looking stupid.
I won't hold back. Nothing.
Zaris, I like vaguely remember what you're talking about. The Say When thing. Was that during Metal Gear? And I'm assuming we were joking about the old like Adam Sandler SNL skit of like, hey man, say when, just like grinding the pepper.
it's my turn.
I'm assuming that's what the joke was.
In for the kill.
Oh, that was the chef thing. Oh right, yeah. No, I remember that now. Hitting him with the say when. Say when.
Yeah.
Follow my lead.
I love the luscious guillotine thing because I love how it's like yeah, somebody's gonna, oh yeah, that's so hot, that's so good. It'd be like, have you ever been like kicked in the head? Because man, unless that's like really your thing, I don't know if you're gonna be liking that too much. Just straight up like
I won't hold back.
you ever gotten kicked like directly in the head? It's not super fun.
Knockout.
Look at that, man. We just went straight through this shit. Hot damn.
Learning more every day.
And we got another superpower ring, which
Hell
is
yeah.
actually really good.
There's more where this
Nice.
came from.
All right, let's do the other superpower ring. My superpower ring gone forever. All right. Well, what else do we have as far as anything else goes? I suppose let's just go to here. Oh, are we doing karaoke?
Good evening. Party of three?
Yeah.
Anyone you're here to see?
Sachan. I mean, Saiko-san, please.
Right away, sir. My apologies.
Is this the first time we've seen her since
You have
like
guests at table 3.
All right, folks.
50 years
That's
ago?
my cue. Kiryu-san? This is certainly a surprise. see. So Kiryu-san's going through cancer.
God, the sentence going
believe
through
me,
cancer
we're
just
shut
does
down
not
for
even seem
years,
real.
too.
Like,
Right now, we're focused on.
but like,
finding
man,
ways
you
to
go
move
through the
forward.
cancer, but like, yeah, I'm going through
Got
the,
it.
going through
So
it.
that's why you're doing a bucket list.
Like, you know,
Yeah,
just
with
going through
Bud,
the cancer.
He's gonna check off everything on it. Sunhee and I are helping him as best we can.
Gosh, just hearing that is getting me all fired up.
I knew you were our go-to gal, Sachan. I wasn't sure if just the two of us could pull it off. Thought we might need an extra hand.
Aha! And that's where I come in?
You bet it is. I take it you'll join us?
As if I
She's
pass
like,
on
fuck
that.
no, I'm not doing that.
Besides, you wouldn't stand a chance without me. So sit back and enjoy the ride, Kiryu-san. I'll get you wherever you need to go.
He's probably getting fucking sick.
Won't I be a burden on you?
He's fucking sick of hearing
Please,
everybody
that's the
say
last
this
thing you'd
shit.
be. We've teamed up before.
Oh my
and
god,
let's do
shut
it again.
up.
Not to mention, your party could use a little feminine balance. No.
What?
Huh. What a curious thing to say. Then,
Wow.
if we're so lacking in that department, I'd love to see what you bring to the table.
Damn.
Fine by me. I was looking for a challenge anyway.
It's about to be a what? A
Hey.
fight between two human
What's
beings.
the deal with those two?
They're enjoying a little bonding time. is
I
all.
don't think that's not like that's the
That
right
being
word.
said, I'm
You
looking
think the
forward
cancer's
to
going
tonight,
through him? Is that
Kiryu-san.
to imply that you would poop out the cancer?
All right, we got Sachan on board. Now, as Kiryu-san himself requested, let's go do some karaoke on the double.
The karaoke.
You know, I was a little surprised. I thought you might push harder for Kiryu-san to get treated, especially considering your background and all.
To be honest, I wish I could. But it's like talking to a brick wall.
While on chemo, you're
This is
literally pissing out the
Kiryu-san,
dead cancer.
remember? Can't talk him into
So, like-
anything he doesn't want to do. But doctor said something that's
Damn, dude, I'm not thinking like, what if somebody was like a
That a
cancer
friend
mancer
could change
and they
his
could like
mind down
resurrect the dead
road.
cancer?
So I figured I'd switch my approach. We'll have Kiryu-san try to enjoy every last moment to the fullest. Eventually he'll think, man, isn't it great to be alive? And after that,
After that, he'll change his mind and want to live.
Well, that's
the
up right
plan.
now. We're giving him the will
I
to
need to
live
let Sachan
by
handle
reliving
it.
his memories so he
we'll
can
all
punch
know
harder.
what this bucket list is there for.
You know.
You'll help too.
Ladies, ladies, please,
I'm
you're
not
both
letting you
easily
go out
replaceable.
without a fight.
Anybody that's like a side character at all is just like, hey, calm down. We could swap out
Yeah.
literally any of you at a
Right there
moment's
with
notice.
you.
Except for Nanbo. He's
Hey,
corporate.
Nanchan.
You can't swap him out.
Is Ichiban doing okay?
Well,
I don't know. Why don't you
heard of all
fucking
kinds of
ask
trouble
him?
with
Don't do
the
that
body.
shit.
But for him,
Don't be like,
there's
I'm not gonna
nothing
talk to this person for a year, and
Like,
they'd be like,
Kiryu-san.
fucking, how they doing? Be like,
Yeah.
fucking,
When I first
you
bumped
ask him
into
then.
He was running around in handcuffs.
Doesn't change at all, does he?
I take it that you're worried about him?
Not so much. I was just asking, that's all.
Yeah? You say so.
Cat plays open to the safe.
Should I
That's
open it?
all I want to do.
It opened.
Expert's helmet. All right. I thought I just knocked her in the water. I was like, damn, dude, now I feel like a jerk.
I used to come by here to fish a lot. Custom was to share your catch or trade with the other homeless.
Was this a good spot? I like fishing too. I even used to take a boat out for spear fishing.
Whoa, that's hard. I bet you were good at it.
Although I did get into it with a giant octopus once. That was a difficult fight. We both had a lot of pride at stake.
Kiryu-san, do you have one story that ends normally?
What
All right.
story that ends normally?
Our bond's getting deeper.
Oh my god. Yeah, we went to the cabaret and she was like, yeah, I'll join your party. And then she was also like, how's Kasuga doing? And Namba like, oh, you care? She's like, nah. Oh, neat. She actually uses the... Oh, right, because she's got the hostess job or whatever. Well, at least we got the... Wow, holy shit. Yep, the dolphin bag. Glad we got that, because that That hits like a truck. The icy dolphin bag. Good golly. I'm not really sure. Oh, I guess we can do a powering. Precious powering and gone forever. Oh yeah, no, she was crazy good. Crazy good in 7.
Hey, Hamako-san.
Then again, there were a few party members that kind of just they were just out of control.
How's business? Raking in the cash, hon?
My club's doing okay. What about your place?
Would you be like, nah, we're broke.
Then we must be more or less the same. Not much to do during slow hours, you know. Anyway.
So anyway, I sat out in
see
this
you brought
chair
on
for
familiar
hours on end.
I've only recently arrived in town. My name is Taichi Suzuki.
Come on now. What's with the fake name?
Huh? What fake name?
Don't play dumb with me. That awkward introduction of yours made it so obvious.
Was it really that awkward?
Maybe it's better if we just cut the bullshit with her.
Okay, damn,
I see
jeez.
how it is.
All right.
Everyone's already in the know about your age.
Maybe we should cut the bullshit with her. Look over to the
Fine.
left and you see
I'll
literal
play
trash
along.
castle, and it's like, okay, maybe we'll keep the
Taichi
bullshit going.
Suzuki-san, was it?
This town is literally fueled by
Guess
bullshit.
There's no fooling you, Hamako-san.
You don't build Blight Town in like the
Don't
middle of
take
like a
it too hard,
like
sweetheart.
a city. Just
Stay
be
in
like,
business long enough in this
no
town
bullshit
to
here
blow
tonight.
it up just like me.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like
if
just a little
that's
Blight
good
Town.
thing.
This is Hamako-san. She's been in Ijincho longer than I have. She's like the underboss of this town. Or perhaps more aptly, a ghost haunting it.
So what's the story? You girls dump Ichiban for a new man?
Suzuki-san here helped me and Kasuga out of a bind. He's even
Yeah, it
more
is been a
notorious
Halo
than
kinda
I
day,
am in
dude.
the underground. Careful not to show disrespect, lest you embarrass yourself.
Enough of that. Keep up that talk and I'd be the one disrespecting Hamako-san.
Oh, looks like we have a real gentleman here. You treat all the ladies this way? And how do you know Ichiban?
How should I put this? The two of us used to work for the same company. Although we never met back then.
Ichiban really respects Suzuki-san. Oh, right. The two of them were in Hawaii until recently, too.
We were there for like 3 days,
You guys
alright?
must be real close if you went on vacation together. All right then, Suzuki-san. Why don't you stay a while? Have some tea with me.
Just you and me?
What? I'm not gonna eat you up or anything. Oh, are you too busy to have one cup of tea with an old hag like me?
Let's have that cup of tea.
All right. Let's have that cup of tea.
The rest of you, get the
Now
fuck
we're
out of here.
talking.
Get the hell out of here. Damn, we really put their asses outside.
Is this your shop?
Sure is. On the outside, we're an eating house. Normally, you'd be serviced by some girls. But if you're looking for that kind of special treatment, come back another time. Of course,
All the girls are
I'll have
dead.
to charge you for that.
No, I'm fine.
We're what society would call a shady business. Remember that politician, Ryo Aoki? A few years back, he came to Ijincho. He made this bold claim that Bleach Japan, the MPO, would build shelters. Said that girls who work in places like this,
You know,
and their
even after he's
families,
dead, we technically
could
did
live
build
there
a
free of
shelter. We do
charge
have
and get job
Blight Town.
training. Sounded like a brilliant idea. Now that's real philanthropy, I thought. He even told me I could be the dorm mother. So I was near ready to sell this place off.
Why is this place still standing?
Because that shelter was a bald-faced lie. Ryo Aoki's true objective was to gain popularity and gather votes by wiping out the gray zones and everyone in it.
Yeah, the homeless castle is
I
just
made
Blight
my girls
Town.
go to
That's
a
all it
shelter,
is.
But it ended up being a mousetrap.
I guarantee if you go in that thing, go up a little bit, and then go
Lions
down, you're
lair
gonna find the Great Hollow. It's gonna be right
They
underneath
were all
Japan.
arrested and deported.
That's where it was the entire
The ones
time.
working here now are all new.
That's where all those
Kinda
gray
goes to
crags and
come work
arch
for me, don't
trees
even
were
have
the
any back
entire
home.
time.
That's why they stay here in Eugene Show. I was duped all because I was careless. Now I have no idea how any of those poor souls are doing.
I see. Sorry to hear it. But it sounds like you had no way of knowing that happened.
But the thing is, I should have known. Ichiban and them saw right through Rio Aoki. They even had their suspicions about
They
the
didn't,
shelter.
like, I mean,
Now they tried
like
to
not,
warn
you know,
me,
right away.
But I still went and got myself fooled.
Took a little time.
I even yelled at Ichiban, telling him not to doubt Aoki's good intentions.
You're not the one at fault, Hamako-san. It's Rio Aoki.
I know that, sure. But
It was a long
never
sip.
got to apologize to Ichiban for yelling at him. Now it's been years since, so I completely botched the timing. And knowing him, he might not even remember that one minor detail. So I wondered, maybe I don't need to apologize. I never stopped wondering since.
Is that why you decided to confide in me? So I could be your messenger?
Come on, I'm not that shameless. Nah, I just wanted someone to hear me out, I guess.
You know, it's a
But
damn
there's no
shame
way
that the
I can
Deadly
tell
Prem
Mom what
VODs were
it's
like fucked up.
Nah, I don't need
Guess
them
we'll just
seeing
have to
me
play that
weak
again
and
here
vulnerable.
soon.
And you thought I'd be a
What a
good
damn
confidant?
shame.
Well, Ichiban respects you, doesn't he? And you were with him until recently. Anyway, did he say anything about me while you two were off in Hawaii?
He might have said it doesn't matter. I mean, I don't fucking remember.
Maybe he did mention something, but I just don't recall. Sorry.
Gotcha.
I don't think I'll be much help to you, unfortunately.
Sorry for taking up your time on my petty little issues. I feel bad.
Don't worry about it. We all have those nagging doubts in our heads. You're not alone on that. Even if you want to forget, you can't. Because you never got the closure you needed.
Closure. When you get to be my age.
Cat
you're
woke
always
up,
gonna
now
have
stared at me and
unfinished
meowing.
business.
She must have had a dream.
Right.
Or there's
I
like,
feel the
yo,
same
man.
way. But
Give me them
recently,
pets.
Some things came up in my life that got me thinking. Tying up all those loose ends made me realize that.
Damn, hitting with no one lives without regrets.
No one can live life without having a single regret. That's impossible. But you can take matters into your own hands and try to make the best of what life dealt you.
So you're saying I ought to apologize to Ichiban? Well, what if he says, I don't remember anything like that and laughs in my face for bringing it up now?
If he finds out that it's been eating at you for a long time, there's no way he'd laugh. That's just how he is. I promise you that.
Think I get why you've got Sayako and Sun Hee waiting on you hand and foot.
They're doing what?
We're just gonna
have to
throw
put it that
Nanbo
way?
like in the garbage like that.
Well, it
Like he hasn't been like full clutch this entire time.
After talking to you, Suzuki-san.
That's cool. All right.
Now I'm actually looking forward to the next time I see Ichiban.
That's so. Glad to hear. Also, the tea was delicious. I should get going now.
And don't tell Psycho or anyone about this. You hear? After all, I'm supposed to be some hardened old ghost. So I can't have them think I've gone soft.
Don't worry, I can keep a secret. Thanks for the tea.
No worry, me no tell softies. What if you jumped out the window? It is open.
Taichi Suzuki, was it? Whoever he was, he must be a great man.
Why's Namba dressed like he's late to the oyster shucking party at low tide? That's because you can't take the homeless out of your daddy, but you can take the daddy out of your poppy. You feel me? Hamako's been added as a guest of Dondoko Island. What? Of all the things to see after that they've been added as a guest at Dondoko Island, like, fucking what? That's the last thing I expected. I was wondering what our reasoning for just being shoved back into Survive was going to be, and I guess that's picking up what's her face. I suppose that was our end.
I need to get back to my boxing gym.
You take boxing classes?
Yeah, it was originally just part of my diet routine. But it's really a lot of fun and a great stress reliever. My trainer thinks I've got a knack for it, too.
Hey, that's great.
Lord,
Yeah,
to Poop
I'll back you
Island.
up if you're ever in a tight spot.
Welcome
You
to
know,
Poop
the old
Island.
1, 2.
Good to know. I could definitely use it. Things are going well.
What's that man just like over there like squanching at me? Like, what is that shit all about?
How do we not have like any MP? What the fuck is going on, man?
It's almost like I use it.
Delicious.
Shit, that's not who I was supposed to use that on. Oh
Yeah,
well.
not bad.
Oh god, it's little trash. Uh-oh. It's the boys.
My turn. Try to block this. Got you now.
That's unfortunate for them.
Let's see.
Oh wow. I think this is the first time I've actually gotten to use this because we had just unlocked this on Tomizawa or whatever. That's gonna be interesting. So we got champagne shower, we got clobber bag, we got clobber wheel.
Check this out.
These are all I think those are new
Here we go.
skills, right? Unless I just didn't do enough. Oh damn, dude, that's also an AoE? Girl.
Accept your fate.
Wow. I just realized that this dude's name was Sturmworm. What a horrible, horrible thing that's happening over there.
Let's do it.
The amount of MP drain that these like certain mobs have is just fucking me up, man. No. Whoa. Damn, dude, that was a chunky hit.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, and then he gets to move. Damn, dude, that's crazy.
Do something. Try this on for size.
Beat that ass with a curling iron.
Nothing personal.
Let's finish this.
Imagine picking up from your little trash bag heap and someone poison bombs your ass turn 1. Honestly, I feel like to some degree, I mean, that's probably most days for these guys. It's hard out there. However, that dude's got a bike helmet, so he's doing pretty good. I think he's probably doing better than he's letting on. His sleeping bag also appears to be decorated in some type of artisanal shit. So I don't know, man. He might be doing okay. Like, this is my bag of artisanal defecation.
I don't know about this.
Yeah?
Check this out.
Like, oh, it just kind of knocks him like almost off the screen. Damn you, Sturmworm. Oh, hey, we got the mighty brush. And access to some new Sujimon.
Yeah, we should relish
Or at least
this
register
moment.
them to the Suji decks.
Ooh, professional whiz.
Good stuff. Realize we got them tongs. Well, I guess it's about time to head back to Survive, I guess. That way we can start doing a little bit more... Oh, yeah, we are going there for karaoke, that's right. So I suppose we probably ended up there regardless. Sorry, I'm any tired. After the lawn cutting adventures and the sorry your car claim is closed
Never knew
and
there was a club
VOD
here.
land, man, what a day.
Takes me back.
What a
Were
day
you ever
it's
much of a
been.
dancer, Kiryu-san?
Maybe a
And
little.
I'm here to deliver your 20
about
crates
you,
of
Psycho?
guacamole gamer fart 9000. Where do you want it?
No.
I guess just put it in the,
The only
kitchen for
dancing
right
I've
now.
ever
That way I
done
can
is at
like,
school during PE.
as long as it
I don't
doesn't smell like
think I've ever
lavender
danced at
toilet
these
paper,
kinds of places.
I guess we'll be all right.
Right. Well, you're pretty athletic. I'm sure you could disco if you really wanted.
Disco? Wait, Kiryu-san, how long has it been since you last danced?
Huh?
Um,
All right.
Oh, Kiryu, how long has it been since you danced? Because you disco danced. You so dumb and old. You so dumb, old hot. How dare you do it? Damn hell. Where are we going? Oh yeah, survive. Why is she like Mondo dead?
It's so cold out. Let's get something warm to eat.
Oh, well, in that case, how about ramen?
Let's get soba.
And so we reach an impasse. Kiryu-san.
We're going to a
how about
bar.
you
We
make a
can't
call?
get soba.
Ramen sound good?
Soba all the way, yeah?
Oh yeah, we could do ramen. Fuck y'all.
Ramen, I guess.
Oh wait, I should have. That I wish I could have decided with no one.
I knew you were a
No,
man
come
of
on,
taste,
man. That's not what that
Kiryu-san.
fucking meant.
Miso ramen with butter on top. The butter melts into the broth like cream. It coats the noodles and the
You
chashu.
can get to a place that serves soba and ramen, you dingus. Nah, man.
Okay.
Restaurants can only serve
Ramen
one
it
thing.
Feeling this one. It's my turn. Try to block this.
I love when enemies look like relatively threatening in like the overworld portion of it, and you get in there sometimes, and they're just like a bunch of nipple beasts. And you're like, wow, what happened to y'all? Y'all were threatening, and then you turned into nippleoids.
We talked about this before. Ramen, I guess.
Why?
I knew you were a
Don't
man
say it
of
again.
taste, Kiryu-san.
Miso ramen with butter on top. The butter melts into the broth like cream. It coats the noodles and the chashu. Perfect for cold winter nights.
Huh. Okay. Ramen it is.
All right,
I
y'all
was
just go
saying,
along with anything this man says at
Kiryu-san,
this point.
Ever think about being a food critic?
Why? I was just trying to explain my decision.
I wish I could describe things the way you can. Like a modern revolution in noodles and soup.
You know, sometimes it's less about what's being said than who's saying it.
What's that supposed to mean?
Namba, let's just get some food.
Yeah, I'm getting real sick of the Nanba slander going on over here. I'm getting real tired of that. I've had about enough. I've had about enough of disposable land over here talking to
This
Nanba
is
like
it,
that.
Kiryu-san.
The
Our
main
old
character
Ijincho staple.
of homeless land.
The name's a bit weird.
Unbelievable.
And the owner hardly ever cracks a smile. But he's a good guy.
It's also the only karaoke bar left. At least that we like.
You know, they can hit me up whenever they
Hey,
fucking can summon a
barkeep.
flock of pigeons
Got
to
a
kill
new
somebody,
customer
you know?
For you. Our friend
up,
here
Solid
is
Snake?
Taichi Suzuki. You two, know each other?
No, I imagine he mistook me for someone else. In any case, Survive's glad to have you, Suzuki-san.
You good?
They do actually know each other, right? I think y'all explained this
Actually,
when we did 7, but
Had a
I
friend who
don't
looked just
remember why,
like me.
though.
For a moment, I thought he had come back.
Was he, like, dead because, like, he, like, fell off a roof or something, and then...
My apologies, sir.
Hey, don't beat yourself up over it. With a face like mine, this sort of thing happens all the time.
Oh, yeah, dude.
You think those two are just acting?
It's hard for me to say.
Sounds like a simple mix-up to me. We came here to sing, right? Well, what are
He's
we
probably
waiting
like,
for?
oh, God, no.
Sure, help yourselves.
Why'd I ever get that goddamn karaoke
Consider the
machine?
place yours tonight. As a matter of fact, nothing would please me more.
Thank you. Truly.
I definitely thought that one alcohol beverage back there didn't say block party. I thought it said block poverty. And I was just like, damn. Like, it ain't got to be that cheap.
You know, I wasn't sure how things would end up in Hawaii. But at least Kiryu-san seems to be doing better over here. Sunny, Sachan, it's all thanks to you two.
No need to thank me, Nanchan. You know I'm happy to help.
And I'll do
Well, that's because
everything I can
this
for
is
him on
story
my end.
karaoke. I got to
I'll
come
live
back to
debt
play
of gratitude if you
karaoke.
want.
right on. We all owe Kiryu-san a lot, especially those of us from Eugene-shin. But more than anything, if there's even a slight chance he'll make it, I personally want to see him get there.
And I'm glad you both are here. Because, to be honest, there's too much to bear on my own.
Memories of you.
Sometimes you gotta just parry poverty. Lethal, how would you go about that? How would you hit that fucking parry on poverty? Like, what's the frame timing for a little parry on the poverty?
Oh, Kiryu-san, that was great.
Yeah, top-notch stuff.
So the rumors are true. The Dragon of Dojima can carry a tune and then some.
Seems to me you guys weren't even listening.
Are you kidding? Of course we were.
Well, I guess I just have a voice nobody wants to hear anymore.
But we really were listening.
All right, who's up? The song's starting.
Now how'd that happen?
Huh?
If no one's taking it, I will.
You did that on purpose.
We're starving dogs running the rail lines.
Well, he's clearly feeling it.
Oh,
I said we
the
back
one
him
time
up.
I'm like, man, why are we
Give
doing
it
this in
all you
English?
got. Yeah!
The rest of it, though, you know what, man? It's not normally a mistake.
Breaking the world together. Throwing out all tenderness. We're breaking the rules. No cause, no choice, no going back to how it was. No slowing down because we'll keep our heads high. Our fists raised till we die. We're living by our own judgment.
I need to take this.
Anybody hear that?
All right.
That's the sound of
Don't be
anxiety.
gone too long. Kiryu-san, was this a good idea or what? I'm having the time of my life.
Me too. Oh, bartender, can you fill us up?
Hey, it's me. What is it? This better be important. I told you I'm out on the town tonight. I know that. But what do you expect? This is Kiryu-san I'm with, my lifelong hero.
Yo, Sunhee, what happened? You look pissed all of a sudden.
Do I? I'm sure it's just your imagination.
I take it you have
He
business.
does have a good
to attend to?
imagination.
Wait, are
Except
you
for the
for
pigeons,
real?
those are absolutely
What
real.
is more important than living it up with Kiryu-san?
Well, it was nothing urgent. That said, I did receive
There
some
have to be an
rather
iframe
troubling
between
news.
paying taxes and getting paid on somehow negating the high interest rate of your overdue credit card. Oh, okay, that's pretty good. I appreciate the written description. You want to
The
upload like a
Siryu clan's
YouTube short of
behaving
that?
Oddly. They're recruiting, and their numbers are getting bigger by the day.
Huh? Wait, don't tell me that's what this is all about. You guys are the Komi-jewel here. See, Ebina, the clan captain, is cooking up something called the Second Great Dissolution. He's even rallying the former Tojo clan and all these other groups to take part.
That's right. Kasuga told me about that.
To build a safe haven for all the ex-Yakuza roaming about. Supposedly, that's his big objective. Those with nowhere to turn can swear up for a time, in exchange for stable work. The waste management they do down by the docks
Sophia,
is one example.
is the cage prison?
You could almost say it's an expansion of what Kasuga was doing with Hello Work.
Or like,
What the heck? So you knew all along?
The thing
honestly,
is,
that plot
some
beat
of
was
those
like 400 years
ex-Yakuza
ago,
joining up
and I
with the
kind of had
Seiryu,
forgotten about it.
They had already gotten their
Not
lives
like in a
back
bad
together.
way. It's just, it feels like that was
And
so long
it's
ago.
not just a handful. I'm talking by the 100.
It's like that was there, that was relatively grounded, and then
Why
we
would
got to like
that happen?
Volcano Wizard or
If they
some
were
shit.
able to find jobs and all, what would even make the Seiryu clan appealing?
Well, whatever's going on, I'm guessing Ebina's big plan is nothing more than a smokescreen for something else. And what his real goals are remain a mystery.
You really think that's accurate?
Honestly, I'm a little insulted. You're talking to the brain behind the Komi Jewel here.
Well, sure, but still.
So like when you said you're gonna fight the IRS in the cage, does that mean like the entire, like every employee of the Internal Revenue Service, or like how's that
True.
gonna work?
I can't
That's a
account
big
for
cage.
details on every single situation out there, but it's the overall pattern of movement that concerns me. The Seiryu clan's also pulling their waste operation out of Yokohama, and they're pulling right into Hawaii.
Wait,
Hawaii?
Yep. All their fresh recruits
How are you,
packing their
Dustin?
bags
What's
and
wrong? Why are you
heading
fumbling the
overseas as we
QTE?
speak. You were there just recently, as I recall.
Your
Could
Texas
this be
should be
a mere
like, well,
coincidence?
I don't know exactly how your job
Or
works,
maybe
but hopefully they'd be
there's a
relatively
deeper
straightforward.
connection here.
What is it with that place? Why
Unless
is
you have a bunch of like
everything going
independent
down there at
contract work
once?
that just like gets stacked
Does
up or
anyone
something.
in the Seiryu clan have some sort of Hawaiian affiliation?
Actually, think about why Kasuga's there in the first place.
Oh, that's right. It was Sawashiro. Not only was he former captain.
God,
he was
I almost
Arakawa's
forgot about that
right-hand
too, that he
man.
basically sent him there.
What's more, he kept the secret that Akane-san's been alive all this time.
And now he's risen to the top of the Seiryu clan, right next to Ebina.
Then it looks like I've got something to add to that bucket list. Make Sawashiro tell us what he knows.
That's one way to use a bucket list.
Seiryu Clan HQ's not far from here, right?
It's not, but as of now, most of their officers are
Oh,
gone,
you're good, man. I
including
wouldn't
Sawashiro.
stress out about it. It sounds like you
We
got
started
it.
a branch office about a week ago to accommodate all the new recruits. If you want to pay them a visit, I can take you over there tomorrow.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I'm surprised you owed, depending what your withholding was, but then again, your state's different than mine, so I don't know if that was Fed and state or what. State taxes here normally aren't that bad, like as far as like owed. Oh my God! Look at the bond levels. Holy shit! Woo, buddy! Oh shit!
Oh.
It's you, Hiro-san. That's a call. I was wondering, did you look at Manny's bag? You got that $1 back, man. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you guys don't have income tax up there. Yeah, like we do, but the my state taxes normally aren't bad. Federal's normally pretty crazy. Extra fun because I'm self-employed. So those are always like super duper entertaining. Part of me wishes I could do like a W-2 through like Twitch, like they could just do withholdings and all that stuff.
Hi.
But that wouldn't really change anything because most of what I have to do in the first place is like expenses and all that shit. Since it's a small business. That's the part that sucks anyway. Yeah, I was wondering if the rescue thing was gonna pop back up. I'm assuming that the rescue thing will probably take the place of the friendship mechanic and like the random. Yeah, I was about to say in the random fights that we would get into there. Yeah, because I was wondering how they were gonna bring that back, but that makes sense. They would just do the. His knockback chains are damn, dude. We did get a lot of bond level out of that though, which. Yeah, Nanbo's at 32. She's at 18 now. So they're getting there. We should have more options for. I think we actually should have more options for jobs here soon, but I don't think we can unlock any new ones. Oh God, now we got to do the long chat sessions that survive. Those are normally pretty good. I would say that like this is not a criticism of those in particular. I actually like the dialogue that normally happens at Survive has been mostly solid from all the times we've had to do it. I will say from some of the additional small things that they've added in this, it's not a bad thing. It's just like it feels like it's another thing that I'm like, oh my God, dude, there's so much shit to do. Yakuza's like this entire 8 so far has definitely been like the some suffering from success shit. It's like, oh my God, there's so many like decent / good things to do. It's terrible.
Let's do it. Try to block this.
What's the holdup?
You're gonna get
Have fun with this.
My one gripe about Pyro Dancer is not having like a. I mean, I guess actually it's AoE's pretty solid.
Here we go.
Besides, you get like other stuff like cross-classing with some other things anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Learning more every day.
It doesn't matter. Oh dang, gotta go because like we've added another thing here. Now we gotta like save people from whatever. Which again, it's all pretty damn good. It's just, there's so much to do.
Bring it on.
It's my turn.
I think we actually went to the casino in Chinatown in this, didn't we? Or did we not? I thought we did. Or did we go somewhere else at the very beginning?
Here we go.
I mean, I haven't seen Champagne Splashdown. What does this one do?
They rip.
That's right, give him the spray me. And then kick him in the face.
I won't hold back.
I'm not backing down.
Ready for the knockout?
I've got to get better at actually hitting those. I'm so bad at that. Dude, if anybody can parry alcohol, it's gonna be Nanbo for sure. I fucking dare this game be a well-rounded, complete package. It better be. It better be with $10 pre-order for 3 days early access. Make sure it's an $110 pre-order with early access single-player game. Make sure you got that. No multiplayer. Make sure that shit's single-player. I remember when we were talking about that. What game was it that like sent me on that rant? I think it was like one of the new like Star Wars games or something like that. And I remember we were like, because we were talking about like the multiplayer thing, and I'm like, okay, if game has like servers and whatever, like I'm not a fan of that strategy, and I kind of hate that they do it, but whatever, I guess. At least with that, it's like, oh, you're getting into like the game early, so it's not quite as crazy as launch day. Still not a fan of it, but it was like seeing that with like a single player game. I'm just like, oh my god. I'm like, that's so stupid. But whatever happened with that game anyway? Because like I remember that like. Granted, I'm like stare ward out, so I wouldn't really. Holy shit! Can you like instant get on the Segway and then they just ignore that you exist? Oh, that's good. I like that. I like the idea of evading enemies right next to them by just getting on the Segway.
Here we go.
Slap him with a wet bag.
Doing better than I thought.
Moving up in the world.
So here it comes. Oh,
We should
I
relish
don't think
this
we've ever
moment.
seen Soul Predation or whatever that is. Chicken. This little one's Omelet. She's a friend of Ichiban's. Oh my god. I hear she can manage a business. I know. Knows how to shut down belligerent shareholders and lays some delicious eggs. Fuck yeah, Omelet. It's good to see you.
いらっしゃい。ありがとうね。
That's right, because this is the confection place. You're right. Damn, look at that.
Picture perfect.
Hot diggity dog. Very happy to stumble into this. Our savior! Omelet is the fucking best.
It's my turn.
Without a doubt. Well, I'm out of MP. That sucks.
Yeah.
Oh my god, is Soul Predation just like a... Holy shit. It's a drain that's like an AoE. Dude, that's crazy.
Allow me. Learning more every day. Hardly a fair fight.
You know, I'm gonna be honest with you, Nom. I thought you meant like Omelet. They couldn't rehire Omelet, and I'm like, damn, dude. That's like the saddest. That's the saddest set of words I've heard all day. Oh yeah, I never did I never really used those too much. I like made a note to come back to like a brain note to come back to these, and I never did. Oopsie poopsie. We also never used our level boosters or anything like that, but I figured I'd just, you know, save those for later. Which we have a lot of these, actually. we have quite a few. Beam, 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 beam. What was I looking for? Oh yeah, you use them like in the fight, don't you?
Convenience stores always have that great Oden soup smell.
What would you say is your favorite part?
Ooh, well, there's shirataki noodles.
It's about having a regular conversation with Ninja Rescue.
I mean, it's all great, but I've really enjoyed cabbage rolls lately.
Huh, cabbage rolls. They put those in the soup now?
Yeah, the meat goes perfect with the Oden broth. It's the best.
That does sound good.
You know what, Cricket? That's a good question. How come immediately
day.
It wasn't like Omelet can come to Dondoko Island for free
soaked
and
up
sit in
cabbage
any
will
toilet
become
they
your
want?
favorite.
Omelet
are
would probably
going
show up at Dondoko and be like, how the fuck am I supposed to make money with this? Be like, there's nothing but toilets everywhere. Like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this?
It's my turn.
Son of a bitch. I forgot that they were low on those. Oh, oopsie poopsie.
Right.
All I got was a slappy wappy.
What an eyesore.
These dudes are all pretty split, so I guess I won't bother trying to AoE that group. Plus for Nanba, who can do the mask move, which is really good. That just gives them that buff now, so now they'll just periodically use that whenever they decide it's time to do. God, they are like super split.
Nothing personal.
I don't think I got any. I don't think I got any bleedy weedies. Oh man, they finna ice it. Dude.
Let's do it. Here we go. What an eyesore. Try this on.
Might be able to hit both of them with Clobber Wheel here, but yeah, we got him.
Watch this.
I just love how it just attacks him from way over yonder.
I won't hold back. Ready for the knockout?
I'm not that.
Uh-oh. Damn, get guarded. Dang, what an idiot. Wow, what a jerk.
It's my turn.
Have fun with this.
You're gonna be
No begging for mercy.
Alright, well now we can focus down that one dude.
Watch this.
right. Check this out. You're gonna feel this one.
Follow my lead.
Oh, it's because of his guard. Okay, that makes sense.
You want some?
Let's do it.
Does he have any of his guard break? Oh, I guess he doesn't have any of his guard break stuff. Wow. How about that? Flashbang his ass. I didn't do anything. He's like, I'm immune to flashbang. Unga. Wow, that was a lot of stuff.
I won't hold back.
Just cracks me up that Kiryu doesn't actually have a He needs to have a guard break thing right now. Really funny. Pretty dang funny.
Nothing personal.
That's enough just to kill him.
Did you really think you'd win? There's more where this came from.
Yeah, I don't use Burning Arrow nearly enough. It definitely seems to be pretty good. Every time we've used it, it's solid. Just kind of keep forgetting it exists. All right. Let's see here. We already did the stuff at Survive, so I guess we need to go to... It's going back to Casca's apartment, right? Look at all these people we can save, though. All of these people to saving. What did they name the Switch to? Like the Click or some shit? I was thinking earlier about like shitty names for like the Switch 2. I'm like, you know, Switch 2 is pretty boring. How could they have made this like worse? Like make it like something similar. They're like, this is the Click. Like stop it, fucking idiots. That lady getting pushed by this guy who looks exactly like her.
No, it's just that I recently got myself a bread maker, so I've been really into that instead.
A bread maker? So you've been baking.
We had a bread
your own?
maker once.
The newest ones
It's called
are
Ichiban Holder.
pretty amazing. They knead, ferment, and bake all on their own. You can even adjust the fermentation time to change the texture of the bread.
Why are we talking about the Easy Bake Oven?
And by tuning the temperature, you can change up how soft you want your crust. Oh,
I still love some of the toys they've gotten away with every time.
Even comes with a cashback.
Easy Bake Oven, they were just
Never
like,
thought
how do y'all
about
feel
fighting
about a box with a light bulb in it that's probably a fire hazard?
right.
They're like, sell that to the children. They're going to love it. Sell that to the children. They're going to fucking love it. Hell yeah. What if you came in here and you just ordered like 18 pounds of noodle and it was like, now everybody's drunk? You're like, how'd that even happen?
These special pancakes are amazingly fluffy. Oh, looks delish.
Yeah, you definitely won't be hungry after those.
Hey,
Something wrong?
I just remembered that Adachi-san ate.
Yeah, that sounds about right, Nom. That all loops back into like my
Well, this
my
is
weird
out of
rant
the
about
blue.
how
When did this
like
happen?
A few years
applying
ago,
online for jobs and stuff used to feel like the fucking cheat. And now
Really?
since it's just the
You're
normal
still
way, it's now
holding
it's just
onto
full
that
of
grudge
spam
after
garbage,
all that
doo-doo,
time?
capitalism nightmare shit.
Disputes over food are some of the most.
It's like, oh great.
Look, a friend of mine.
It's like that's exactly what I wanted as I'm over here trying to fucking apply for a job is ads.
Forgiveness to this very day.
All that drama over a cream
It's like, hey,
puff?
you looking for work so you can earn money to
about
live? Be
courtesy,
like, how about an advertisement for you? Be like,
You
oh,
want something.
Thank you, I appreciate
ask for
it. Oh,
Speaking of, the strawberries on Sunny's cake look scrumptious.
it's literally a light in a box,
Mind
Nick.
if
Why
I
you do
just-
this? What? The
You
Easy
have a
Bake
death
Oven?
wish?
It is. It's a hot light in a box.
Not gonna work.
They just got away with it.
Not even in your dreams.
Yeah, I don't remember the exact radioactive material that was in it though, but I know what you're talking about. Just see, it was like a.
Certainly food.
Oh god, I can't remember what it was now.
Arigato was like,
There were also the ones that would just like let you play with these are pretty damn old. The ones that would just let you play with like mercury. They're like, whoa, it's crazy in the hand. Ah, I'm dead. Oops, who put mercury in there? You-hoo. Ooh, gross. Yeah, dude, nothing like, because, you know, everybody wants to be looking for jobs. That's super fun. And then on top of that, they're like, would you like to be served an advertisement while looking for a job? They're like, oh,
man, I sure would.
Let's go.
that's a... Okay, I didn't realize that. Damn, Restless Otaku going nuts. That has a much bigger range than it seems like it does, but yet, there it is. Dang, Shock Dropper? Oh, Shop Dropper, excuse me.
Try this on for size. Take this.
Damn, dude. Soul Predation is insane. Like having like a health drain on like an AoE like that's pretty nuts.
follow my lead.
You're weak.
Ready for the knockout?
Let's finish this.
Encouraging kids to get into cooking in a safe way. They can't keep getting away with this shit. Come on, man. Don't. Well, hang on. We just gonna be... We talking about me yapping? Oh, dude, don't send me on my fucking rant about how... Okay, let's look at like the Easy Bake Oven, right? Tell me that shit was not just like peddling gender roles. Tell me that shit. It's like how it's like the fact that like Mighty Max and Polly Pocket were like two different things. It was the same fucking toy.
I won't hold back.
One's like, here's your gender role, and here's your gender role. There you go. This one's radical because he's got like a fucking can of soda and a stick. This one's for you, little boy. Here you go. So it's not but literally sucking their souls? Is that like a homeless? Yeah, that's it. That's what the homeless do. They suck your soul out. Damn, dude, I'm gonna go get homeless. That sounds awesome. That sounds fucking sick. Suck it up.
You're going to regret this, huh?
Something wrong? Get serious.
In for the kill!
Now we're talking.
Yeah, you know, that's actually pretty true. Tamagotchi was a little bit better about it, I guess.
What's fun with this?
Because Tamagotchi was mostly just like, here's a weird little animal creature. Oh, you killed it. Like, ah, shoot.
Check this out.
Yeah, it is the Fire Dancer tree. To actually answer the question, yes, it is. It is in Fire Dancer. I definitely thought that hit Nanba for a second. I was like, I don't think that's what we were supposed to do, but all right. Everyone's experience with Tamagotchi was basically a pet eating its own shit. Hey, you know, what's up, Ram? The pop emote gets used more than emotes that I thought would get used more. So I mean, like, ain't that just the way though? That's how it always goes. It's like, oh man, here's this one that this is probably gonna be popping. Pun intended. And then it just doesn't get used. But like some other shit will get used. Not to say shit in the sense of like they're bad, but like just another just random thing. You're like, oh, okay, well that one's in. Cause like, okay, back on the this just popped in my brain. So we're talking about how like, okay, so I was yapping on that, right? But check it out.
Nothing personal.
So Easy Bake Oven, a cage with a light in it, supposedly getting people into cooking. Let's be, it didn't. You know what got people into cooking? Fucking creepy crawlers or whatever the fuck it was, where you would like eat the plastic scorpions. That there you go. That got kids into cooking. They'd be like, Mom, I want to cook the plastic and then eat it. They're like, yeah, you do. yeah, you fucking do. Like I never remember which one was actually the one that you could eat, because there was one where you like cook like scorpion jellies or something like that, and then there was the one that made that you just cooked like plastic. And I can't remember which one you were supposed to eat. I'm pretty confident I never ate the wrong one, but like I know that there were two things that were similar. One was like you make like the plastic scorpion, and then one was like, or plastic rubber scorpion, and then the other one was like you eat it. And one's supposed to just be like, oh, it just sits here on your desk or some shit. Wow, Timmy Pete Green again. You're so good at mixing that silicone tube. See, that's what I'm telling you though. Like that was really teaching kids to cook. Easy Bake Oven, fucking stupid. That's ridiculous. You could honestly, like, Easy Bake Oven's so dumb. You could have just used regular oven. As long as like your parents weren't cooking, just go in there and put some shit in it. Put fucking, I don't know, man. Put donut in there and be like, damn, donut became charcoal. Like, you didn't need Easy Bake Oven. You already had Easy Bake Oven in your house that your parents probably paid like fucking $700 for. So just go use that one. The creepy crawlery. You can't just sell that. I mean, they did, but you can't just sell that. What you supposed to do, you know? Damn, that King of Thieves. Oh, he's gone now. Holy shit, he got like Mondo evasion.
It's my turn.
Did that say, oh, vital? Okay, so this says it lowers fertility. Ah, yes. Nope. Several people in chat are now thrilled at what just happened. As we off see.
Check this out. You're gonna
Yeah.
So you pivoted from Easy Bakes to Fire Hazard and just let the kid fuck with the real oven. I didn't say fuck with the oven. I said they can go in there and make. I'm saying the creepy crawlies was good. That was the way to learn how to cook. Easy Bake Oven was gonna get you like a nasty undercooked brownie. Creepy crawlies, fucking gelatinous perfection every time that you may or may not were supposed to eat. Look, that's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying.
Let's do it.
It's the real shit out there, you know?
Here we go.
And that's the end of it.
I've got some more.
You know for a fact there's got to be like a. Oh man, damn Nom, that I didn't think that. Okay, so the Easy Bake Oven was a children's toy that was basically a like plastic / metal box that had a hot bulb in it, and you could make your own bulb based foods such as Easy Bake undercooked chicken. I wonder how many children were like, Mom, I want to use my Easy Bake Oven. They're like, okay, honey, here's a piece of chicken. And they just throw that shit in there, cook it for a solid like 6 minutes under the hot plastic light, and then they just die. Be like, my child got salmonella poisoning from Easy Bake Oven bulb. They'd be like, oh, what were you cooking? Easy Bake brownies? They're like, a strip of chicken. A strip of whole chunk of chicken? I thought it would be okay. The heating element seemed to have warmed it up. Like, I mean, the heating element honestly would give it just enough heat to like heat the outer skin juice of the chicken. But that'd probably be about it. So this conversation's like, yeah, those fake laptops speak and spell toys with the 1.5 inch wide digital display. That got me into PC building. As a matter of fact, so Jigakuro's argument was that the Easy Bake Oven got people into cooking. I would argue that I think the Easy Bake Oven probably got people out of cooking because they probably tried to make their own brownies and they came out sog and they're like, cooking fucking sucks. I'm just gonna buy my own brownies. That way I don't have to warm up the heating light.
Right.
Oh my god, holy shit. This is like, wow, I hate cooking so much. I never want to cook. Why is this brownie still wet?
More where this came from.
Oh god, dude. Oh, holy shit, man. This is the fucking the idea of just this. I like how this wraps back into fucking why is this wet? Oh my god. Oh shit, man. Your brownie come out looking like this, and then they're just like, oh boy, I'm glad my child got into cooking. Mom, I never want to cook again. Why do my brownies look like gelatinous ass? Kids outside bashing their fucking Easy Bake Oven like Office Space style. They're just beating the shit out of it. They're like, I never want to Easy Bake ever again. My brownies were so wet. Gelatinous. Oh my god. Holy fuck, dude. The brownie, it's actually probably fine. Just the idea of just like this sog brownie coming out and this kid, you get it for your kid thinking it's gonna get him into cooking. And they're just like, I hate cooking so much. Be like, my heating element bulb could never cook my chicken all the way through. Ramen. Deceiver said something about there never being an actual death from Easy Bake Oven, but here's the deal. I don't think that counts the people who made raw chicken in their Easy Bake Oven. So like, do you think that statistic covered that? Like, do you think that covers like raw chicken death from Easy Bake Oven?
Here we go.
Nom's got a good point. Whatever, you know what really gets your kids into cooking together whenever your ass is doing it. Yep, that was something that, like, not even in like a negative way, just didn't really happen in my house. Now, if I had asked, my mom absolutely would have. She'd be like, yeah, of course you can come help or whatever. But like, because my parents were like on the older side, it was just that women cooked most of the time, unless it was something open flame on the outside. That was the men's job, right? Even though obviously both of these things can be done by whoever, it does not fucking matter. Again, if I had asked a little bit more, she probably would have, but it was one of those things that I didn't take a big interest in cooking until I got older. I did learn a lot from her though, just because I kind of like hung around the kitchen, period, but I just didn't like participate in cooking a lot as a kid. But anytime I asked to help, she was more than happy to tell me what she was doing and explain it and all that stuff, but that's just how it is, or how it was. I mean, that's some families are like that. But I am glad that I eventually took an interest in it because, you know, it's been a good thing to know how to do.
Here we go.
Well, you don't think the Easy Bake is the cause of death?
Let's do it.
Were we? Who was that? Was that Hiram last night that was talking about eating like raw chicken strips or some shit?
They didn't.
You can. Probably not for much longer though, Cricket, because I'm sure like one pound of meat will be like $82 here soon.
They're pretty
At
popular with the younger
current
crowd
going
lately.
rate.
Is that right?
Yeah, they like the analog thing. They think it's fun.
Oh.
They do? That's
Also, don't forget if you take any
You know
clips or
how
anything
with
like that, to put them in the old
instant
clip
cameras, you
dump.
don't know
There's a
what
new
you're
clip
getting right
badge,
away?
so if you like have the
Apparently,
most
it's
viewed clips of the
fun
week, you
waiting
get a
to
little
see how it
little cute
turns
badge
out.
next to your name.
People also say the blurrier pictures just look and feel better too.
It kind of feels inconvenient now. Well, with smartphones and all.
Oh, we all out here trying to talk, and these people literally sniffing on us, and I'm so sick of it. But good on the game for just restarting the conversation where you were at before, anyway.
Let's do it. You're gonna be in a world.
She needs more fucking MP, dude. Horrible.
Watch this.
Here we go.
Check this out.
Oh yeah. I do have MP boosters, I guess. I just don't know if I want to waste them on like, again, the classic like, oh, I don't want. Those might come in handy later. The classic.
Have fun with this.
Are there people who just use that shit like immediately? Like, how free does it feel?
Right.
Like the elixir conundrum. Like you just use that shit and you're like, I'm liberated.
Allow me.
Let's do it. Easy. Wait till you're warmed up yet.
We have a win.
Hang on a
Where
second.
we left off.
How come
You know
we
how
always
with
dipping
instant
stuff in
cameras,
wet?
you
Why aren't
don't
we
know what
dipping
you're
it in
getting
dust
right
more
away?
often?
Apparently, it's fun.
Because like you get like the
waiting to see how it
grease,
turns
the
out.
grease dew on
People
your chicken
also say
nugget,
the
and you can dip
blurrier
it in like
pictures just look and feel
barbecue
better, too.
powder. You know what I'm
Kinda
saying?
feels inconvenient now. Well,
How come we're not doing that?
Sounds
Like, how come
people
we're
are
not
enjoying
dusting
them
up?
anyhow.
Why do they got to be moist?
Not old guys like me who lived it.
Well, I know we dip to dust and then we wet again, but like, why can't we just like use the oily, greasy, breaded whatever and then?
Seriously?
Because see, like we'll breadcrumb that shit before cooking it, but I'm talking about like the bread, like post
use it all.
breadcrumb.
Great
You know,
idea, Kiryu-san.
dusting up a little bit.
You're on picture duty, Nanchan.
Hey, I want to be in them too.
Why are they so mean to Nanbo? How could they be mean to a god? Can you kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence. Those are still two of my favorite thumbnails from the VOD dump so far. Because like I said, I haven't gotten to do too many customs just because it takes forever to do everything. So like, whatever. But the fucking cat with Dagoth Ur next to him, and then somehow he returns like Palpatine in Skyrim, and he's once again there with Dagoth Ur in tow. Even though it makes no sense for Skyrim, but by God, there he is. there he is. Oh, you getting like that good like fridge dust? I was just cleaning that fridge dust the other day. That's the best. Scrape that shit up and save it for later.
Here we go.
What did he even just do? I am so tired of them sucking MP from me from like their trash grundle.
I've got some more fight in me.
I would go sell our paper plates, but I'm hanging on to them just in case we need them. You know what I'm saying? Jaffiel. Just walking past people. They're like, yeah, I'm ready for. Oh, he's gone. Damn. Piss, nut, money, dollars. Who is talking about piss nut? Who is talking about piss nut?
Ugh.
Not
How
bad.
the hell did I eat so much?
What? You drank one coffee?
Show me what you got.
It's my turn.
This guy's just fucking literally ornery Yakuza. That guy's Twitchy streamer. It's me, everybody.
Yeah.
Something wrong?
She's standing over there being like, the fucking economy's in shambles.
Have fun with this.
Here we go.
Oh, easy. That's because you have it set to your emote. You got PP. Well, see, in chat it's not gonna do that, but I think the other one's gonna parse it out to where it shows PP. Because you know. No, that's the one that gets captured up there will show BTTV emotes that we don't have because it's like pulling from like a different like database. So if you like PP clap and PP party and all that stuff, whatever, yeah, you'll get those. It's rough out there. Well, that way it looks like you partake upon the PP.
Takoyaki. Time to dig in.
Are you alright? Hold your horses, Nanchan.
All I could think about was eating the takoyaki. I totally forgot that it's piping hot.
The takoyaki from this place is so well cooked that the insides retain their heat, even when the outside cools off a little.
That's how you know it's the best. I just love the
What?
crispy outside paired
Be
with
like,
the
oh yeah, I
tender
like it. I like the hot inside, cold outside.
I love
I love
maybe swallow
put
first.
food out in the cold out, eat the hot food.
My bad. I got carried away. But you know, it really feels like a slice of heaven.
Scrape
down a high
he's across the top of the
great
fridge.
takoyaki.
Nah, talk about that fucking that fridge dust that you get, you know?
I get how you could lose yourself.
Where's that good like fat layer because like you just forget about it.
any topping.
So you just scrape a good clump of
wanna
dust
try
off of
them
it.
all.
And it's nice
Got
and
any
pure too, right? Like it's
recommendations,
just pure dust.
Hi. Hi, totally always cheese. Cheese and trees are a perfect match.
Oh, jeez. Not you too.
Wow. Okay, she was doing like I just ate something hot. I definitely thought that was just like we're being racist for a minute. I was like, oh, what the fuck? I was like, oh, I don't like that. But no, she was doing what Namba was doing, but it just didn't sound as convincing. That just sounded like somebody doing some racist bullshit out here. Is there anything we need to get other than get his old anger management pipe? Who out here piping up the anger management pipe? Who out here doing? Oh shit, dude, I didn't even notice the sacred branch over here for homelessness. There's also the Imperial Mop, but I can't really afford any of this shit right now. Dude, yeah, Japan's never been racist ever.
This place gives you bonus points if you use contactless payments.
Contactless? I've heard of that, but I don't know too much about it.
Look at this lady, she is desperately trying to escape the cutscene vacuum, but like, it just keeps sucking them back in.
And you usually get points, so it's pretty handy. The only problem is not every store takes the same type. So I've loaded up 8 different brands to be safe.
Huh.
What's that sign telling you to do? Is that telling you to like convert your legs into like bike parts? Because one's like, don't sit on the bike. Instead, convert your limbs into the bike. Become one with the bike. You see those spokes? Those could be your leg fibers. Feel the breeze upon your leg fibers and the back wheels. All 3 of them.
Bring it on. No, okay.
I'm sorry, that dude named Chomp. His name's Chompin' Charger. It's a good name. What the fuck were we doing for like an hour? Like now everybody's all split. Now I can't even AOE right. That dude's dead.
Sorry to drag my feet.
This will be tough. Try to block this.
Watch this.
Doing better than I thought.
All right, what's next? I guess we're going back to apartment land. Oh. You know what? Actually, before we do that, I'm gonna go refill my water and possibly grab another coffee. Oh wait, apparently I'm gonna get attacked by these guys. How about I just pause it? And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna mute the game and I'm gonna put up some musics. That way the game does not betray me and do that thing where it's like, you know, congratulations, you won. I'll be right back. Oh. While I was in there heating up this piz and pouring this coffee, I was thinking about like this dude. I imagine like some like vaguely like halfway European guy making like a YouTube channel, and it's like I eat Easy Bake Oven food for like fucking an entire month. What? And like you see day one, he's like really excited, and by like day 6, the thumbnail's just him looking like fucking half dead. He's just like day 6 eating undercooked Easy Bake Brownie. The human body cannot sustain off of Easy Bake Brownie alone. I'm dying. We're like, yeah, well, that happens, I guess, you know, when you're eating nothing but the Easy Bake Oven. I know for a fact there's somebody out there who's been like, all I ate was Easy Bake Oven for 6 years, and now I'm dead. Yeah, I suppose that is exactly what they would look like. They would look like, they look like Bitter Dry. That would be, that's pretty accurate. What was that banger Final Fantasy X remix that just played? I don't think the Final Fantasy X remake played, did it? Are you talking about the Prelude thing? That was that one? If it was one that was just playing a second ago, I think that was just a remix of the Prelude for Final Fantasy in general. I think that was Mercurius is the name of the dude who did that one. Let me check. Yeah, I believe it's Final Fantasy VII's in particular. Yes, it is Final Fantasy VII's Prelude by Mercurius FM. You know, I haven't had that plugin installed in forever. I should reinstall it. The one that shows what's playing on Spoofy while I'm streaming.
We should relish this
Turn
moment.
that one back on. Good old Spoofy. I wonder if we can afford the golden undergarments yet. Because I remember those seeming like they were pretty good, but I don't know how expensive those are. I have an easy bake oven and I must bake.
Think I'll enjoy this.
I think you might need more than one easy bake to cook all your calories in. Well, you could like, I mean, I think if you're working at it the whole day, you know, like you got to make it your life.
Wasting my time.
That's Bum Man from first game. No, it's not.
There's more where this came from.
Nanba dies in 7 with Sephiroth. 29 million for the Great Fortune Gold Undies. Oh my god. Unbelievable. Dude, we could get that'd be pretty fucking good for we like genuinely need to get like some new stuff. We should probably get these for Kiryu. That might be good. It's max MP though. I don't think that's really gonna help us very much. Could do lots of HP recovery stuff. The silver undies are pretty good. And those are just pants, I think, right? Solid. Let's do it. Oh no, those are placements for the chest piece. Damn, that's unfortunate. Give me them Lolita. Give me the underwear and the Lolita. Someone tell me to stop spending money. Keep fucking spending money, Dustin. Why you working if you're not spending? You know what I'm saying? Most of us millennials and or Gen Z here, there is no retirement for us. We die and work. So enjoy. Welcome to Bad Life Advice. What else can I offer you? I just realized that Kasuga's tub is just outside. That's pretty good. That's probably where he was keeping Nancy, actually. Yeah, because remember, we work until dead. So, like, that's all there is to it. There is no end for us. Why are you not poor yet? Keep spending, then parry the homelessness.
I actually slept well last night.
You know, when you think about it, when tub outside, there's no indoor SOG. You can smell the mold on the wood. Would you scrape it? I'll work until lunchtime the day of my funeral at this rate. Same.
Woo! Let's keep going.
Like, I'll probably make sure...
Okay.
I'll probably make sure to have, like, a camera set up in the coffin. That way I can keep making a little bit of residual money after death.
We should get going.
Actually, that's not true. I'll probably be cremated. So, cremated. Can't even talk. So we'll probably just stream the ashes themselves. And people can do point bets on whether or not the ashes are going to come back to life. You like that DLSS shit that's going on with her over there?
I've got
When tub outside, there's no inside, so... I mean, there isn't.
You seem preoccupied.
And Dustin, what you should do is you should see how many virtual machines deep you can go on that stack you were just talking about a minute ago. So just keep spinning up virtual machines inside of virtual machines until you have like 80 virtual machines like nested inside of each other.
Okay.
All you gotta do is virtualize the virtualized virtualization. That's true, you gotta pay for that funeral somehow.
I'm game for whatever.
I feel like I've never properly said like the name of like the Russian nesting dolls. It's Matryoshka, right? Isn't that how you say it? Or is it pronounced different than that? I think it's Matryoshka. Just trying to get a little inside sog, dude. Bake green screen ashes or urn, or will the ashes be laid out every stream? That'd be pretty sweet. Oh yeah, came right this time for Video Busy Stream of the Year. Now every donates. Oh my God, Donatosi. We did one thing. You can ashes to suck off and get those biddies flowing. Yeah, I like how ya is this. Like this is just. Yeah. Yeah. Man standing. Yeah.
Let's go another round.
I just realized I asked about the whatever. Oh, cool. All right, I got it right. Hot diggity dang, dude. Hot diggity dang. Words in Russian be difficult sometimes. That's one of the tougher languages. I feel like well, not like in general, but like there's definitely some words that actually fuck that, dude. French is like 1,000 times worse. French is at least Russian's like honest about what it is. French is a fucking liar because it's over here just like, hey man. You want to say it the English way or you want to say it the French way? But I don't know, man. Supposed to be inconsistent across the board.
Kiryu-san.
You can learn letters, so it's okay on that side, but grammar will fuck people up. I mean, I'm still super impressed by anybody who learns English as a second language because I'm just like, I feel like this shit's still even so confusing as someone that's my only language. I know like a teeny tiny bit of Japanese and a teeny tiny bit of German and a teeny tiny, well, okay, I know a little bit more Spanish than both of those, but I know teeny tiny bits of like a few different languages, and I'm like, all right, that's the best I got. That's all I got. A teeny weeny teeny bit of some other languages. At this rate, I'm probably going to know French better than the rest of it just because of how angry French makes me in general. So like that'll probably be where I'm at. I'll be like a French specialist by the end of everything, just about a pure anger. Why are we going back to another cabaret? I thought we already did that yesterday. I thought we bucket listed cabaret yesterday. Maybe not. Frankenstein didn't finish his doctorate either. He had a mental breakdown and fled school after succeeding in his thesis project. Old Frankenstein. Oh, I see what you mean about like learning like the letters themselves and being able to like read it.
Bring it on.
I'd be really happy if at some point, even just like once, random battle breaks out and we get a little Yokohama crack house. Because as much, I actually think that the standard battle theme in this is pretty good, but Yokohama Crack House fucking slaps. It's so good.
Right.
Allow me.
I think that night that we were talking about repertoire, and then we discussed repertory, and I was like, I hate French English stuff. I was like, this is ridiculous. Fucking repertory. Oh boy, that looks like a little crack house down the road down here. Damn, dude, look at the nipple beast over there. That's scary. He's urban legend or urbane legend. Excuse me. Yeah, let's lower this dude's fertility really quick, just for safety. Just for safety. I missed the follow-up. Damn. Why's that dude's stomach looking like a fucking Candice DeBebe character?
You're gonna feel this one.
Okay. I've just been botching the timing all over the place, man.
Have fun with this.
What, the battle theme? Oh, yeah. That's a pretty good name for the... Like, it's just yet another reason why Yakuza 7 is just one of the best. Because it's just like... How you feel about Yokohama Crack House? It's like, oh, dude, I'm in. Oh my god, he's just Snorlaxing us.
It's my turn.
Here's the spinning.
Looking for a show.
Oh, it's like Flippy Rippy Trippy, but not quite as fun.
Here we go.
What?
Try this on the side.
God, I'm so bad at hitting that. And it's a guaranteeing crit if you do, and then I just didn't.
Wanna play, do we?
I think about doing Bewitching Haze on that guy, but I think it's probably best just to single target him.
Allow me.
Sage Urbane over here.
Nothing personal.
Let's finish this.
That's interesting, little kid.
Something wrong?
Yeah, the Burning Arrow or whatever the fuck it's called. That really does feel like one of those attacks that's like intended to be like a single target, but it's AoE.
Have fun with this.
Well, yeah, I could definitely see that he'd be a pain in the ass if you're under level, because like his restore thing is just annoying as shit on its own.
Here we go.
I feel bad for these guys. They're just cosplaying as Bucket Knights and they're just having a hard time.
You're going to regret this. They didn't stand a chance.
Damn, we got the Mr. Mind cooler. Oh, that was her, wasn't that like her, like, max level thing? Isn't the rainbow in the... Oh, no, I guess not. I guess that's just... Oh, maybe it is. I was gonna change her job up pretty quick anyway, but the problem with that was just the... I don't know what I don't even know what I'd swap them to currently, other than like Tennis Master, but I don't even know if Tennis Master is any good. Tenito Burrito. When's that oh my god, the games were in... They're just being like, damn, look at the way Sega be innovating.
Feels like just
Sonic
yesterday.
Adventure 2 battle. Sonic Heroes starts playing in the distance. You know what's crazy
an
is like thinking back to like the Sonic
I haven't been to
Subathon,
one
and
in
we still haven't done part 2 of it,
What kind
but
of
like
games do you usually
for
play,
part 1,
Psycho?
it's so funny to me that
Typically fighting games.
the 2 games
The
that were
girls
probably
and
the most
regulars at the
suffering
club
were
love
like
them. I started playing just
that
to be
shitty
social,
fucking
but
DS
I ended
Sonic.
up getting super into it.
with brown
If
to
it was a
brown to
social
brown to
thing,
brown to
you
brown,
ever
and then
let
like
people win?
Nope, I'd wipe the floor with them.
on top
I
of that,
hate
it was
losing
like
on purpose.
And that's social?
probably Sonic
All
Heroes
right.
was fucking miserable. What a terrible game. What an absolutely terrible game. You know what's funny though is I kind of like
Let's do it.
I kind of forgot why it was terrible though. Like I remember distinctly that we were having just the worst time with it, justifiably so. And now I'm trying to think back as to like why exactly I hated Sonic Heroes, and I can't really remember.
Right.
Guess I have to get those VODs finished up so I can find out. Sonic Heroes is asshole. Why Nick hate? Oh, that was I remember why I hated Sonic Rush. That one I remember for sure. Sonic Rush was the weird ass boss difficulty, and then like well the final boss difficulty in particular, but and then just God, that game is just so just nothing. Brown to 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 brown. All right, where are we going? We're going to I don't even know what we're doing actually. Wait. What are we doing? Well, like, I don't remember what our task was. Oh, we're going to Seiryuu Clan's new office. But these guys over here need the ass beating. Oh, no. Oh.
I'm ready.
Let's
Oh,
do
man.
it.
I'm not backing down.
Try to block this.
Handle Rush seems kind of hard to, like, actually hit people with. I've tried it a few times. Okay, at least hit both of those guys. It's just, I think it's, like, very close proximity, and it's got, like, the cleave on it, so...
Try this on the side.
His name is Invulnerable Billboard. Oh my god. Amazing, amazing name.
Okay. What's the holdup? Have fun with this.
Oh, that'd be cool if they had one that was like an MP like regen. That'd be pretty neat.
Ready for the
Oh shit, he resists flame. Still hit him pretty hard though, and he's burning. Shillboard's real good. Real good name.
Watch this.
Right.
Let's do it. What's the holdup?
Check
All this dude being in defensive posture, and we just keep walking past him. It's gotta feel bad. When does Elden Ring 3 come out again? Wow, holy shit.
Nothing personal.
Oh, I guess he wasn't resistant to fire. It was more of a damage type thing.
Let's do it.
Thank you for scrumble slapping me. I really appreciate it.
Here we go.
I'll take one.
What an eyesore. Try this on for size.
Yeah, I don't know, Elden Ring, like Night Rain or whatever it is.
Okay.
That's this month, isn't it? Not doing.
Here we go.
Man. I don't even know why I was like prioritizing that dude down, because like it wasn't that big a deal. He doesn't really do like a lot of damage.
Right.
Oh, does that come out before the?
Let's do it.
Does that come out before the Switch? I thought that was a launch title for the Switch too.
Here we go. Check this out.
We have a winner.
It's amazing the weird like pseudo anxiousness I get whenever like a new like Souls thing comes out, even though like it does not matter anymore. Like I'm not like, oh man, I gotta make Souls content, whatever. It's so funny how that still feels like something I'm even remotely paying attention to. We'll play it. I'm sure I'll enjoy it, and then we'll do other stuff.
No. Is this where?
The Seiryu set up shop? Yep. I'm sure it's hard to swallow, seeing your clan's
Well, what else
former
are they going to use
headquarters
this for?
like
They're going to
this.
mow it down and put like an amphitheater here or
Guess it
something?
must have gone vacant after.
What were they
the
even gonna do?
dissolution. Now here they are, the new owners.
Oh man, God, I'm
Ijincho's
tired.
just not big enough for them anymore. That's how fast the Seiryu clan's growing. It's like they're quietly taking over. Hearing about it's one thing, but seeing it in person's another.
Kiryu-san?
Unbelievable. The symbol of the Tojo clan falling into the hands of outsiders. To think I'd live to see the day.
Let's go. Standing around won't get us any closer to the boys in charge.
We gotta punch our way to victory. Hooray!
Kiryu-san, maybe hang back for
Look
now.
at here, Kiryu getting
Get
all
caught here, it's all over.
Doom
Same
being in
for
like a
Sunny,
week and
I
some change really
suppose.
fucks me up. I really fucked you up.
Guess it's up to me to sort this
I
out.
had kind of forgotten that Doom, whatever was even like happening.
Hey, good day to you. My name's Nanba. I heard Sawashiro-san might be around.
Can I help you with something?
Oh, well, you see, Sawashiro-san and I go way back. He actually paid for my trip to Hawaii the other day, so I thought I'd swing by and say thanks.
Nobody told me he was taking any appointments. Now kindly get gone.
Oh, don't be like that. What's wrong with popping in and saying hello? Besides, there's something important we need to ask him.
Look, I can't let you through. And I already told you why.
Oh, come on. Well, then how about you set me up a meeting with Ebina-san? You know, your captain? Why, me and him were having a chat just the other day. All you gotta do is tell him Nanba's here.
What part of no don't you understand? You trying to get yourself killed, pal?
Good.
I'm Narasaki, lieutenant of the Seiryu clan. Seems here there was a slight misunderstanding. Allow me to set things straight.
I like his really haphazard kick there. That was
Finally,
really good.
someone who can talk some sense.
I have instructions from Captain Ebina. You're all to be welcomed as our guests. He also said there's no need to ask your name.
Really, Narasaki-san? You're gonna take him in?
They say the newbies don't know jack shit, but I didn't think it was this bad. How could anyone not recognize you? I'd like to personally apologize for this dimwit.
I want to talk to Sawashiro. Where is he?
You'll see him soon enough. But first, please come in.
Please walk through my massive doors. Yeah, how much those things probably cost? Like regular doors are expensive. Imagine like how much turbo door cost, and then times you got to twice that shit. You're like, oh damn, turbo door twice. Damn, way too much. make more than twice bud
Allow
for
me
that.
the pleasure of welcoming you. It's truly an honor. I am Sawashiro of the Seiryu clan.
Didn't expect you to roll out the red carpet.
My apologies if we caught you off guard. However, we felt it was necessary. After all, with the Tojo clan and the Omi alliance now gone, it falls on us to become the banner for Yakuza all over the country. Such a task requires the utmost prestige. It's perhaps the only way to bring them all together.
Right. So line up the troops and have them stare down your
Correct, he should be in jail. However,
That's your idea
there's a
of
whole thing about that right at the beginning of the game.
You'll have to forgive us. Well, there's little use in standing around out here. Captain Ebina is waiting for you inside. If you follow Narasaki, he'll lead you straight to him.
Oh, God, I really want to do more of this, but man, I'm so fucking tired.
Is that right? So your mind's still intact, huh? Glad to hear at least that's still worth a damn.
I'm sorry, what? Do you know who you're talking to?
Hey, take it easy, Sun-chan.
We can keep this up if you really want to. But fair warning. If you're just testing your luck, pick another day. I don't have time for games.
This man over here talking shit, and we got like droves of people hitting us with the honor bell. Damn.
You've got to be kidding me.
We can talk about that dirtbag in the shades? Well, maybe we can. I think his name's Narasaki. Cocky guys like him come with the territory. Don't let it get to you. Easy for you to say I was ready to go to war. This is the Tojo clan headquarters. Oh yeah, it sure is. Looking like fucking Spencer Mansion right here. I'm pretty sure I said the exact same thing last time we came here in 7. Inside the diet building, where they're on a field trip back in grade school. You're saying a Yakuza HQ and the Japanese government look similar? Bold comparison. Just trying to make a... Well, you know, they're about the same. Damn, poor Stallone Chan. Alright, time to head upstairs and, you know. Well, at least they gave us some leeway to run around over here. Also, shout out to the maxed out difficulty over there.
Oh.
No.
I just figured I could use it to pinch.
Ho ho.
Gonna beat somebody with a vase. Do you guys say vase or vase? Here we go with the French again.
Excuse me.
Oh, vase? Yeah, I like that. That's good. We're talking to Yakuza chairman of the Tojo clan. Creme de la creme of promotions. Oh.
Right.
The creme de la creme.
Excuse me.
Even if the past is weighing you down, you always got it today. You just have to tell yourself the choices you made along the way were the right ones. Besides, there's no guarantee what's happening now as a result of all that. Hey, if you ever need a ear, I'm here, all right? Look at Nanba being an absolute god.
I'm good.
I don't want to go down there. I'm gonna check out some other stuff. What's up with this bookshelf? Who's to say? Maybe they're trying to look smart. Well, if that's the case, shouldn't they get rid of that? Agreed. don't get rid of the gigantic metal bull man. Speaking of which, let's say more about him. How heavy's that thing gotta be? Someone sure has some taste. Was this thing here back in your day? Oh, certainly hope not. I'd expect more of a Daigo. Then again, someone, something about it might speak to him. Oh yeah, dude, it's, you know me. Gotta get your giant brass bull up there on the wall. That's what you gotta get. How much do you think those light fixtures cost?
It's you.
Situation called for it. Don't let your guard down. All right. Well, let's see if we're walking into a trap again.
Well now, maybe I should have led you here after all. I was starting to think you got lost.
Shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth.
If I needed you around, I'd have said so.
The Tojo clan's 4th chairman. I can only assume you don't care much for what we've done with the place. However, you should know this building was all but left to rot. We took it upon ourselves to restore it.
I take it you're Ebina?
I am. And I presume you're familiar with Sawashiro-san?
Yeah. Although, I've never seen him with the same pin twice. You're supposed to be behind bars. But I see that's not the case.
I'm flattered you've heard of me. It's quite an honor, Kiryu-san.
Go on. Take a seat.
Would you shut up? Oh my god.
Kiryu-san?
What if it just like reintroduced him and just says essence of yap?
Maybe you ought to find a different chair first.
What? Excuse you?
That chair belongs to the head of the Tojo clan, and no one else. Take my word for it. A lot of blood's been spilled over just a chance to sit where you are now.
Mommy, he's here.
Maybe you don't mean any offense, but you're not even close to earning that spot. And I'll be damned if I play along.
Bastard! You better watch your fucking words!
It's all right, Narasaki.
Captain.
This was to be expected. In fact, I'd want nothing less from a man of his stature. Let's try this again. Please, make yourself comfortable.
Now
damn, nobody else gets to sit down. That's where we're at.
I see the Seiryu clan's grown quite big. With all the Yakuza left behind, it's no surprise. And your goal is to help them along?
Yes. As I'm sure you're aware, the civilian world is far from forgiving to our kind.
Okay, but what about all those people who were able to make it, yet you pulled them right back in? Sunhee here has plenty of data to back that up.
Perhaps that data's oversimplified. There's rarely, if ever, a smooth transition back to society. What a Yakuza needs more than anything is structure, stability, and the means to make a living. So for them to join our clan is a temporary measure on that road to rehabilitation.
Want to know what else I hear? That you're moving operations to Hawaii.
You have keen ears. Queen of the Komi Jewel indeed. At any rate, you could say we're blessed to have a business partner there.
Business partner?
Not sure if you would know, Kiryu-san. Our biggest source of income right now is storing waste that can't be disposed of. However, I can't take any credit for that idea. Someone else had thought it up, and they'd been doing it in Hawaii long before I met them. That would be Pale Kana, a local religious group.
What?
Oh, dude, you wanna mess with them.
They're also the ones who helped Akane.
Gotta deal with the sweaty volcano, man, and that's never good for anybody. Sorry, it's been a long day. I'm super fucking tired.
You could say that.
Gotta
If I can
pace the
step
brain,
back a
dude.
moment. I needed Sawashiro's reputation in order to set the second Great Dissolution into motion. And while he was still behind bars, he confided in me one of his deepest regrets. That was, of course, about Akane-san. As such, the more I learned, the more interest I developed in the group that brought her to safety. And as I dug deeper, I learned about their waste management business. There's a special island Polycana owns where they run a facility quite similar to ours.
You must mean Nele Island. Is that where Polycana stores its garbage?
That's right. And when I reached out to them, they were extremely generous with their knowledge. They understood our objective as cleansing the sins of society, and even offered to take in former Yakuza on our behalf.
So you're saying all the fresh new faces in the Seiryu clan are getting sent to Nele Island?
Oh, man.
Correct. Everything that's happening in our Yokohama warehouse is simply a precursor to that. Right now, our joint venture with Polycana is our top priority.
But I thought Nele Island was sacred to them. I hear only a select few of their followers are allowed to set foot there. Yet you plan to dump your Yakuza on their shores?
I see you've done your homework. But yes, we've already worked out the details together. Besides, all our men will be doing is transporting the cargo by sea and unloading it off the boat. As it were, they'd hardly be leaving footprints in the sand. A far cry from desecrating their holy land, wouldn't you say? Polycana understands this as well.
Never guessed religion and the underworld would ever go hand in hand.
Dang, Jagged, you're
Aside
right.
from that, why'd you send Kasuga over to Hawaii?
I think we said like a Gresno a good bit for
I
7.
sent Ichi to Hawaii for one thing.
I've run out of jokes.
To reunite with Akane-san, who said she wanted
Just
to meet
run
him.
out of jokes.
So whatever becomes of it, it's got nothing to do with the Seiryu clan.
Sawashiro, are you aware of what's happening to Akane-san right now?
What do you mean?
She's being hunted down by gangsters, all on Polycana's orders. But their real target is the girl she has with her. And if they're caught, they won't make it out alive.
Impossible.
Is that true, what you just said?
I take it neither of you knew?
I can assure you we did our due diligence in researching them. After all, they're integral to the Second Great Dissolution.
So you're saying we're making this up?
I'm saying flinging words at each other would be pointless. Do you have any proof you can show us?
No.
Pulls out like a piece of paper that says like
That
Polycana
said,
orders,
this is
kill
coming from
grills.
none other than Kiryu-san. We don't
Like,
need
oh,
to
that's
make
my
light
favorite
of that.
Tarantino film.
How about you give us some time? We'll look into Polycana once again.
What would you do if Polycana turns out just like what I told you?
I'd rather not make any speculations at the moment. As the Tojo clan 4th chairman, I'm sure you, of all people, understand the weight of a Yakuza's words.
I see. And if that's your stance, I think we're done here.
Thank you for the
Which
visit
the conversion
and
on
for the
like
valuable information.
word weight is from like pounds
Perhaps
to
when
like
things settle down,
kilograms.
we can treat you to dinner.
Yeah. Let's hope that's possible.
Well, at least we didn't have to punch for once. Shockingly, this time we actually just got to talk to people. Like, oh damn, you didn't start swinging? Crazy.
Well, we sure showed their asses.
9 ounces per syllable.
Can't believe you got Sawashiro acting on his best behavior.
Seriously. And even though we were deep in Yakuza territory, I didn't feel scared one bit.
I don't know. Doesn't feel like we got much out of it.
No? But didn't we at least learn that the Seiryu clan's connected to Polycana?
Right. But we're still left to wonder whether Ebina really knows what Bryce is up to. Guess we'll just have to wait and see.
I suppose.
Guess we just have to wait and see who it be.
By the way, you think up anything else for the bucket list? You didn't forget about it, did you?
No, I remember. And you know what? Maybe it's because I haven't been to HQ in a while. But I just thought of something important.
Oh, what is it?
Well, it might not be the fun activity you were thinking. But I want to pay my respects to some people who were close to me.
You know, I think that's terrific. Mind if we come along?
When's he gonna fucking tell Majima that he's got cancer?
I'd be grateful if you did.
Because that's bound to happen at some
Get a
point,
little
right?
gloomy without some company.
I'm happy to hear you think of us that way. We'll do everything we can to support you, Kiryu-san.
It's like, I could use a little company. I'm so glad you think of us that
Let's
way.
go.
Literally
I
the
trust you
people
know the
that are
way.
near me in proximity.
Let's catch a taxi.
Who are also possibly riding in the same vehicle as me. This dude run around in circles over there on the phone. He's like, I don't want to get the cutscene. I don't want to get the cutscene. I don't want to get the cutscene. Oh my god. Alright. I'd hate to call this only at like fucking 3 hours and 50-something minutes. I am super tired. It's been a long day. Gotta call Progressive's ass early in the morning and be like, hey, is there a reason you guys closed my fucking claim before we resolve this? So, I could deal with that. But, had some fun stories at the beginning of this VOD, which should be up pretty shortly after the stream. Should be like 20 minutes or so, but you're welcome to go back and check that. But I do want to say a huge thank you to everybody for any of the... Oh, shit. That just double tap that button. That's the exact reason why I moved it last time. Well, there we go. But anyway, that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will be back tomorrow with stuff. I'll probably do like maybe a Wednesday thing. Yeah, starting soon. Maybe like a Wednesday thing. Thank you, Kimchi, for the awesome P.O. box, which was also at the start of the stream, which was pretty damn cool. And very, very kind. And I think that's about it. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. We'll do something fun time as usual, or at least try to anyway. But that's gonna be it for me. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you for all your support. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.
それより大阪で有名なスイーツショップ今度この町にできるんだって。うん、確かそうだったと思う。